All right. You know what? They're talking in the background, but it's okay. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Fellguard Dungeons & Dragons campaign that Pineapple Shaped Lamps is doing. My name is Jordan Tries. I am the dungeon master for the game, but no adventure is complete without adventurers, so let's go ahead and introduce our party. When you're ready, folks.
My name is Buster Barnes, and I'm playing Xeris Greylock, a level 3 rogue. Tiefling rogue.
I'm Jason the Argonauts. I'm playing Pepper Feist, and they are a level 3 warlock.
I'm Ashley Burton. I am playing Voxy Rain, and she is a level 3 Wood Elf Ranger.
And I'm an Owl Hoot, and I'm playing the human Eldritch Knight Fighter, level 3, Oliver Shakestaff.
I really like that. Like, everyone says, like, and I'm this, and I'm an Owl Hoot.
Every time I really want you to go, and I'm an Owl Hoot.
It makes me laugh every time. Well, folks, we've got...
me, I'm an Owl Hoot.
Hoot hoot, up in the tree. There I go. So we've got a couple things coming up for you. This streams every single Wednesday starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, and the following Monday. So next Monday, you can catch the rerun of this if you're unable to watch it right here, right now, or if you got to go someplace and do something. But we also do variety streams on Friday. So this Friday, we've got a game show that is called Who's Smart, which is going to be run by Alex Meets Everyone. It's a wonderful trivia game show that uses a bunch of us comedians to do fun stuff. It is really, really enjoyable, and you should all watch it. So that's going to be this coming Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I think that now we should go ahead and dive on into the game. What do you folks say?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Roll those credits. We're all chatty today. All right. So, previously on the Fellguard, our heroes were hunting down a dangerous monster known as a bullet. After tracking it down and nearly trapping it, the creature had escaped out to the center of town of Springshire when the Harvest Festival had started back up. A battle was had with Oliver delivering the final killing blow to the creature, but the victory was unfortunately short-lived, because the mayor quickly arrived with a group of his guards and had the breakfast company arrested for destroying the festival, and more specifically, for Pepper using the use of mind-altering magic on a government official. They were taken to the courthouse and jailed in the basement, and the mayor had Pepper taken upstairs with the intent of interrogating them. Pepper attempted to convince the mayor to make a pact with their patron, but the tables were turned when the mayor suddenly revealed himself to also be a follower. The mayor was able to mention that it was Callan Silverson who had convinced him nearly 2 weeks prior. Downstairs in the jail, our heroes heard the sound of muffled violence, and then the cell keys were tossed to them. They followed a trail of destruction up into the courthouse, following a hooded figure wearing dark leather armor. A guard rushed into the mayor's office before being stabbed in the back by a dagger, and the mayor panicked, revealing to Pepper that followers of their patron were being hunted. He leapt out the window and, due to some very unfortunate rolls, was impaled on the fence below. The rest of the group joined up with Pepper in the mayor's office, and then, after a quick search, discovered the note that Pepper had written to the mayor with one word on it: Vergolath. Xeris pursued the leather-clad figure into the town of Springshire in a rooftop chase, and landing a devastating blow with his dagger to the escaping figure. The figure fell off the roofs and disappeared, leaving Xeris alone. He searched the area and was able to find, drawn in the mud, a mysterious set of symbols known as Thieves' Cant. And it read, "Don't trust your friend." The group went back home to Dawnspire, and Xeris spoke with his uncle Erwin. A small argument was building until Erwin finally broke the truth about Xeris' parents. They belonged to a secret group that operated from the Fellguard. and they hunted celestial creatures that invaded the material plane. Voxy approached Gerund and attempted to become his apprentice, citing that she never wanted to make a mistake again. He turned down her apprenticeship, but offered her a magical coin with the power to change fate in very small amounts. Pepper finally spoke with their patron, a dark entity who was only seen as a wretched eye inside of a compact mirror. The entity tells them that it is not satisfied with the work that Pepper has done and demands more from them in the future. And then finally, Oliver, trying to remember where he had heard the name Vergalath before, did what Oliver does best and went to the library. He discovered a book describing the history of the world and the myth of how it was created. There he learned that Vergalath was a being of unimaginable power who gave the wizard who killed the world's serpents the power to do so. As he flipped the next page, he realized that the page after that was torn from the book, and so he had no other information on Vergalath. So, we will start this session a couple days later. Morning has risen in Dawn's Spire, the tip of the spire being lit up by the sun as it comes over the mountains over to the north, over the Golden Highlands. And the birds are starting to chirp and the streets are filling up with people. And we are going to start with Oliver. Oliver, where are you sleeping these days?
I have left the boarding house where I was staying, and I am camping inside the Fellguard Guild Hall.
Okay. Are you up before people start filling up the halls, or are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not great sleep, you know. I have to share a room with the cleaning supplies, so the smell usually wakes me up fairly early.
Gotcha. So you get up, you're fully dressed, and you run down to the guild hall. You could see the large marble columns in the center with the open air hole in the rooftop with a couple of sparrows that have flown in and have taken up roost up in the top. You can see that in the distance there is now a full bounty board, but you can hear the roar of people as the hall begins to fill up.
I'm gonna quickly look over and find the two best.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab one and use my mage hand to grab the other.
Okay, you quickly run over there. Give me a dexterity check for your mage hand.
Ah! 18.
Okay, you're able to grab the first one that you can see that has a decent amount of gold attached to it, and then your mage hand, this arcane golden gauntlet appears and reaches over and snatches another one just before another hunter is able to snatch it.
Ooh. Is there one that's got the lowest amount of money?
Yeah, actually, there's one that is for 2 gold pieces. It is for clearing a basement of rather large rats.
Let me also grab that one.
Okay, you snag it. You make your way back out of the guild hall, hands full of these papers, the bounties.
Can I like wait a minute until Roland Trotter shows up?
You absolutely can. So you wait for about 10 minutes or so, and you can now see that coming around the corner is Roland Trotter and his group known as the Iron Wolves. He's at the front, sort of marching his way in. He walks up, and you see the crowds part for him as he approaches up towards the bounty board. He gets up there and he looks around and goes, Well, lads, what do you think it should be this time?
Looks like you're on time.
We've got some eggheads. That one looks to be a hag. I don't want to deal with another hag. I've dealt with too many of that. Well, what about this one? And he goes and he grabs one that is about worth about 10 gold pieces. It's not much, but it's enough to get through the next step. He turns around and he sees you off to the side. What do you do?
I I hold up mine that's got hopefully more money involved.
Yeah, the one that you were holding is worth for 30 gold per hunter.
Yes. I just hold it up and I give a little smile. And I
Look at you! You've got a bounty! It's only been a couple weeks, but congratulations!
thank you ever so much, Roland, my dear friend. And what have you got there?
Oh, nothing too much. This is just a little one for about 10 gold pieces, but you know what? It's nice to do some pro bono ones, basically, right?
Oh, 10. That's nice.
What about you?
Oh, I've got this one here, but, I suppose, since yours is only 10, I could bear it. And I just hand him the one for 2 gold.
You see him take it, and without even looking at it, hands over to one of his cronies, who just takes it and folds it, puts it in his pocket, goes, "Much obliged, Oliver, thank you." All right.
Have a lovely day, Roland.
You too, Oliver. Good luck out there. Have fun with yours. And he goes and he whistles and points, and his whole crew moves out with him.
That did not go the way I expected it to. I'll trip him tomorrow with Mage Hand. Then he won't have any left. And then I'm gonna just start walking and see what I got.
You turn and immediately slam into somebody. You see their books go spilling out onto the floor, and your bounty papers go fluttering down and land on the ground.
Oh no, they don't! I'm diving.
You give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand, 19.
Easy. And the other person looks over and grabs onto his books as well, and you see him look up and go, "Oh God! Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?"
I think the apology should probably be my fault. I was so entranced with my own success that I neglected to look where I was going.
Oh, it's all right. He looks up and you see a man, a human, who has short blonde hair that is pushed back into a very, very short ponytail. He is wearing reddish brown robes. And you can see that on his side, he's got a messenger bag, a leather bag that is holding a bunch of books. As he is going through, he's grabbing a couple of the books off the ground, and as he's putting them away, stealing a glance at them, you can see that he has a couple swordsman books and armory books, and a couple things about the history of the world.
I like your tomes.
Oh, thank you. I just went over to the library to pick up a couple things. I like to get in early before all the good books go away.
Oh, yes, I understand. Frequently, I have to run very far distances to be able to find the pieces of paper that I, books.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you a hunter?
Yes, I'm a member of the Fellguard. I don't know for sure whether you've heard of my company or not. We are called the Breakfast Company.
No, I'm sorry. I don't usually get to speak to all the hunters. I'm an intern over with the scribes.
Wow, that is. Were I not trained in single combat, that is probably the route that I would take.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, we spend a lot of time, we're the ones who assign the bounties, so we get to get eyes on everything. Which one do you got there?
And I look down at the two of them.
The one that you've got, the two one is just a simple one for clearing some rats. It's not too bad. The other one is a bounty that is asking for help, and it's signed Kiris Amberfall.
Kiris Amberfall?
Oh, okay. That's what I remember this one. It was the Druidic Circle, the Moonlit Grove, the Druid Guild. They're asking for some help for
one
something.
moment. Yeah. And I reach into my bag and I start pulling out a notebook. Tell me more.
Okay. He grabs his books and stands back up, you matching him, and he goes, the Moonlit Grove is it's one of the druid guilds here in town. So they are in charge of preservation of nature, animals, plants, this sort of stuff. If you want to meet him, he's supposed to be over on the 3rd tier of Dawnspire.
Oh. This has been a very helpful reconnaissance. Thank you very much. Your name is what now?
Oh, I'm Barim.
Oliver.
Hope to see you around, Oliver.
Okay. I will probably be here more frequently than you would expect.
Okay. He goes and tries to walk, and you kind of do that thing where you accidentally go his direction too and shuffle, and before he just like puts both hands on your shoulders and moves you to the side and walks past you. But he smiles in an endearing way when he does so. It doesn't feel like he's making fun of you. Oh.
Can I roll insight to see if I've picked up on any of that?
Sure, absolutely.
5.
Nope. Seem really nice.
Well, he is a scribe. That is to be expected. They are much more pleasant people than certain other hunters. Anyway,
you leave the guild hall and you go to meet the rest of the group for your breakfast over at the breakfast hut.
Welcome to Breakfast Hut. Let me guess. Breakfast?
You go over to this sort of like gazebo space out on the 2nd tier of Dawnspire. It takes you a little bit of time to walk there, but you're sort of almost like skipping your way along, just in a great mood right now. You make it over and you see the other 3 have waited on you to get food. Go ahead and you put in your order, you grab your food, and you sit down at this sort of patio space. A couple birds flutter overhead. The trees are bright and green. It's a beautiful day outside.
Yes, it is. And I slam the bounty down on the table.
No one asked a question. What was that for?
I have now succeeded not only in slaying a bullet, but in slaying a bounty board. Look! And I point at the paper. And 30 gold per person.
Oliver! Look at you!
Amazing. Thank you.
I have also gathered intelligence, and I lay my notebook on the table a little more gingerly because it is a book after all.
Mm-hmm. Gotta protect it.
And I read off what it was that you said.
Yeah, so it's a bounty that has been placed by the Moonlit Grove, which is the druid guild in town. There's a creature that is attacking people on the southern end of the Pinefell Grove, between Basin Crest and Glint Harbor.
Success. And I dig into my food. Ravenously.
At least we finally have a job that's worth some actual money.
Yes. I must admit, I have apprehension.
5.
This one is, if my calculations are correct, roughly 6 times more difficult than the last one.
Oh, we can handle it.
And I no longer have several of my adventuring tools.
Do you want to go get some more stuff?
I think I'm going to have to.
Okay.
Failure
So-
here would not do well.
Shopping spree?
Shopping spree?
I will take care of that in my own time. In the meantime, how are you all?
Fine.
Fine.
Great.
This is good.
Oliver, how are you? How's your emotional state?
Well, I have succeeded in one of the things that I have consistently failed in, so things are going quite well.
I'm happy for you.
And I have made a new contact with the scribes potentially.
Oh, That's exciting.
This will
Who's
be
your-
of use.
Did you make a friend today?
I don't think he has a friend. We only spoke for a short amount of time. However, he does intern with the scribes, which may be of use to us given our proclivity for having to ask the scribes for help.
Is there a potential for friendship?
Well, to be fair, there is a potential for friendship with almost everyone, except Roland Trotter. But it's let's go over the deal. Let's go over the plan here, folks. And so what do I already know about the place that we're going, the druids in question, all that fun stuff?
Give me a history check.
Okay. 10?
You know that the Druid Guild is a very large guild that is all about the preservation and protection of nature. It does work very closely with the Fellguard because obviously the Fellguard is a hunting guild, but the Fellguard does not poach animals. They go out and deal with animals that are dangerous. They so much so as to if the animal has babies or is in a place where it's not supposed to, most of the time the animal is relocated as opposed to just killed, thus still fulfilling the bounty. The guild, the Moonlit Grove, the Druid Circle, they are in charge of protecting nature in this space. So, of course, they are found all over the Dueling Serpents. But their headquarters is located here in Dawnspire.
This is good. I think perhaps while I go and gather up the remaining these resources necessary for this undertaking, perhaps you all can meet with our Signor. He is situated, and I point. Dawnspar's like
It's
literally
it's
tiers,
tiered,
right?
Yeah.
So I just point up in the direction of the third tier. I don't exactly know where, but in that direction.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Very good. We must get to work. And then I just like slam down the rest of the food and I get up and walk away without saying anything else.
All right.
Just grab my whole bag. Just chunk, 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 chunk.
So Oliver scampers off into the crowds, heading off to find a couple shops. Oliver, if you want to buy anything, let me know the total cost. It's all good.
Okay.
So, Xeris, Pepper, and Voxy, what do you three do?
Just eating very quietly.
Pepper and I are probably chatting about something.
What are you chatting about? Let's roleplay it.
What are you eating, Pepper? What is that?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Well, see, every time that I go up to them, they go, "What do you want, breakfast probably?" And I say, "Surprise me." And it's different every time. And today, honestly, most of the time it is indiscernible what they have given me. But today I think it's a lot of carbs.
A lot of
I
carbs.
couldn't tell you what carbs, but there's a lot of them.
It looks very starchy. Very
It's very starchy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Okay.
gluten.
Yeah. Okay. Is it good?
No.
No.
But it will be in my stomach very soon.
Yeah, okay.
Xeris!
Yes,
You weren't in the conversation.
I realize that, but I'm sitting here.
How are you?
Fine.
Do you want
I'm
to
just gonna hold up a
expand?
piece of toast and eat it very
Oh,
slowly.
look at you leaning into your brand.
I'm glad you're leaning into it.
If that's what you call it.
You also just like toast, which is fair.
That's what I call it. Yeah.
I guess at some point we
roll over to the Donkfire.
Okay. Xeris, I assume that you're leading the charge here, seeing as you know where to go.
Yeah.
You've lived here your whole life. You make your way over to the third tier, and so walking over, the headquarters of the Druidic Circle, the Moonlit Grove, is located up on the third tier, and when you approach it, you can see that it is a large 2-storied building. But instead of the typical white walls that adorn almost every other building's walls in Dawnspire, the walls of the Moonlit Grove are made of glass. Each pane of glass is held in place by a large, dark line of metal, creating almost a grid pattern across its surface. And the glass is semi-opaque, so you can see a hint of green inside, but not much else. As you walk up, you step inside and are immediately hit with a wall of humid and warm air. The smell of damp moss and floral notes fill your nostrils as you basically step into a jungle. In front of you, you can see a large covered walkway that leads deeper into this tropical forest. The jungle surrounds you on all sides, making it difficult to see past the first layer of trees, but you can hear a chorus of insects, birds, and other animals filling the air around you. It is like stepping into another world. Walking through the pathway, you approach the center of the building and find a large clearing with a floor that is covered by a light pink marble tile. And surrounding the center is a small river that slowly trickles away into the jungle. Set up in the center are multiple druids sitting at desks and writing away. Some are working at workstations, dissecting plants and looking at them with magnifying glasses. One of the druids looks up and smiles, standing up with his arms open in a welcoming gesture. And in front of you, you can see Kiris Amberfall, one of the shepherds of the Moonlit Grove. He is an elf with straight white hair that goes past his shoulders. His facial features are sharp, almost hawk-like, and he wears dark brown and green robes. He stands up and approaches you and says, "Wonderful. Good morning, hunters, and how are you doing today?"
Oh,
Fine.
they're doing great.
Great.
Wonderful. Come with me. I've got a place set up. We can discuss this. He leads you over past the sort of center area and around underneath the walkways to a small little section that is a small fountain with a couple benches around it. And he goes and he sits down, and you can see him. He crosses his legs and leans over towards the three of you and says, "I assume this is about the bounty."
Yes.
It is.
All right. So, let's go ahead and get into it. 3 nights ago, a wagon was discovered on the trail between Glint Harbor and Basin Crest. At first, our shepherds suspected bandits, as robberies have become more and more frequent along the roads, but the travelers who discovered the scene mentioned that a chest was left behind that contained valuables. I don't know about you, but I, for one, have difficulty believing that bandits would have left behind such an obvious treasure. That's why I brought this to the attention of the Fellguard. I believe this to be some kind of a monster attack. Now, we've been tracking the movements of a group of gnolls further east along the Amber Coats, but apparently when this attack happened, they were at least 50 miles away. Now, we used to have issues with the occasional bullet, but they've since recently disappeared anyway, so not sure what this is. I'm sorry, I don't have much information for you, but ask away. Maybe I can provide a little bit more insight.
Was there any other signs of struggle, tracks, maybe trees rustled up nearby?
It didn't look like it. When the shepherds described it, they said that there was no footprints, no blood. It was like they had simply vanished.
So who was it that witnessed or who came on the scene first?
We have a couple. Well, it was a group of travelers who came across the wagons, and they brought it to our attention as the shepherds. We have a camp nearby. But since then, we haven't kept up with the travelers. We let them go on their way. They answered as many questions as we had, but other than that, I honestly leave it up to the Fellguard at this point.
All right, well, I guess we should go check out the location.
All right. If you need me to sign anything, let me know. Once you will return with the proof, then we'll go ahead and lock the bounty in place.
You got it.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And your names?
Xeris.
Foxy.
Pepper.
Wonderful. He goes and you see him write in a small notebook and says, "Okay, how long do you think this bounty would take?"
Couple days, I suppose.
Okay. How about let me I'll reach back out to you and I'll wait for you around day 3, and if you haven't come back by then, I can send someone to go take an eye at, check on you.
Sure.
Does that work?
Oh, and we have a 4th companion. His name is Oliver.
Oliver. Wonderful. He writes it down. This is lovely. Okay. Well, have at it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kyrus.
Of course. He goes and he walks over and you see him put a hand up to a tree and in Elvish. Who all speaks Elvish here? Probably just Voxy at this point.
Just so, yeah.
You hear him say, "What's that, old girl?" "Oh, I like them too." And you exit the space.
Guess we should go to where we can get a horse named Horse or a horse named Pony or...
Oh, I hope one of them are available. We're going to run out of equine names very soon.
So the 3 of you head over towards the Fellguard Guild Hall to collect your carriage and horse. We're going to jump over to Oliver. Oliver, you are at a magic shop known as Cures and Curses. This is over on the first tier of Dawn Spire. Up at the front, you can see is a half-elf who has dark brown hair that is cut almost to a full buzz cut. And he's looking at you as you have a stack of books set out across his desk.
I'm gonna just slide into Elvish, and as you can see here, this one is a series of treatises on the superiority of the spear. This one is a sort of basic level magical arcane book. This one is actually very interesting. This one is it's a collection of novels that are written with a single character that appears across several of these novels, and he is a well-known archetypal figure within the you don't care about this. How much can I get for these?
For the school books, not much.
How much can I get?
Probably 7 gold pieces total.
Is there any way I could get 8?
Give me a persuasion check.
9.
He looks around and goes, "I'm sorry, anything more than that I just can't accept. 7 gold pieces."
Okay. Then I'll just take that, and I need some incense and other supplies.
Okay. He rings it up for you. In total, you're looking about, what are your other supplies that you're getting?
It's just 10 gold worth of the components needed for Find Familiar.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So he rings you up, charges you for the 10 gold. Go ahead and subtract what you need to from your coin purse.
I take out, like, after the books are sold off, I take out what I have left, and there's, like, a single gold coin and a couple of silver left in there.
Mhm.
And I just put it in my pocket.
Okay. He says, pleasure doing business with you. And he goes back
Thank
to
you
his
very
work.
much. And I take the stuff and I take it outside, and I have to sort of rearrange everything in my bag with the book gone, because they were, a big chunk of what I had in my bag. And I just pick it up, start walking, and I didn't tell them where to meet me. Oh no. I'm gonna go to the horses. Hopefully.
Probably smart. So you make your way over to the one of the other tiers, where the Fellguard Guild Hall is. You reach the group just as they are coming out of the stables with their horse and their cart in preparation for heading down towards Glint Harbor.
Very good. What have we learned?
We got the horse. This one's name is Full.
We learned enough. We have 3 days. Let's go.
Let's go. I will keep watch. Pull out my spear. And just, like, sit up in the front and do that same thing.
Okay. You sit up front.
Heavy sigh.
You sit up front and get on the whips, the reins, and the horse makes its way down towards the front of Dawnspire and out into the streets, heading down south towards Trade Town. You've got a couple days worth of travel ahead of you. You probably have a day and a half to get down to where you need to be.
Okay. So we're on a strict time limit. We didn't factor travel time into this.
Let's say he gave you 5 days. We'll just retcon that and say 5 days.
All right.
I also
3 days.
forgot travel time, so that's okay.
I forgot to ask how long it took to get there. So
I thought about asking, and then you know what? I didn't. So that's fun.
So
time is a construct. Let's just.
As you are traveling down south towards towards Trade Town, you have a chance to chat in the cart if you'd like to.
If it
I'm for sure not talking, so I'm just.
I don't know if it's is it awkwardly quiet for a little while?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm sharpening my daggers or something of that nature.
I after, like, I don't know, maybe an hour, I go 30%.
What?
Go on.
Sorry, it took me a little while to do the math. I started working at breakfast. We are speaking with each other 30% less than we did on the trip down to the previous job.
And
That's okay. I think that's okay.
Are you all feeling sick?
no,
No.
If my calculations are correct, the largest drop in conversational aptitude is coming from you, Pepper.
What? No. There's no
Usually
way.
someone as talkative as yourself experiencing a downturn in their
Well, maybe I'm tired of carrying all the conversation. Have you ever thought about that?
Are you really?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I've had other stuff going on. I've had a lot to think about, and sometimes you have to process things internally and not vocally. I know I
maybe we
seem
just
like
need to
I
get the
process
job done.
everything vocally all the time, but I don't, actually. So.
And on average, how long does it usually take for the processing to finish? When can I expect you to begin talking again?
You're asking me when my emotional process, I can expect my emotional processing to be done?
Is that not...
48 hours. Time me on it and we'll see. I don't know. I mean,
What's
Very well.
the D&D equivalent of me putting in headphones? Because
Not while you're driving.
Just turn your head away and not focus on the conversation, I guess.
yeah.
Well, if that is the case, then I will carry the conversation for you.
Go for it.
I have learned an interesting bit of trivia that may interest you.
We'll see.
Oh, I'm sorry, Voxy. I was speaking to Pepper. I don't think you will find this quite nearly as interesting.
Oliver, you can't just shut someone out of a conversation.
Oh, no, you are welcome to take part. It's just that I don't think it's a topic that's going to be as interesting to you as it is to Pepper
But when
and I.
you say that sounds like you're telling Voxy to go away and not be a part of the conversation.
If Voxy
Fine.
went away, she would no longer be on the cart and she would be left behind.
Oliver, you know what I mean.
I'm gonna sit with Xeris. You guys, just go ahead. And
You
talk.
climb up front and sit
Oliver.
down in the next to Xeris.
Oliver, you hurt her feelings.
Oh. Voxy,
Yes.
it was not my intent to preclude you from the conversation.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Oliver. Thank you.
Would you also like to hear what I learned?
Sure.
Xeris, in the interest of being totally open with the group, would you also like to hear what I've learned?
Will you stop talking if I say yes?
Well, no. I will continue talking. I was inviting you to be part of the conversation.
I meant after you say what you're going to say, will you stop talking?
See, Oliver, as someone who used to lead the conversations, you have to read between the lines with Xeris, right? So what he's saying is, no, I don't want to be a part of it. I hate this. But what he really means is, oh my gosh, I'm so touched that you included me and you thought about me. So keep going.
Very well. Xeris, your subtext is noted. Now then, the other day, I went to the library. And while I was there, I was reading books, and I learned a great deal more about the mythological figure that you and I share an interest in, Fergalaf.
What? What?
It turns out the name comes from the creation myth of this world.
Oh, yeah,
As
I
you
knew
all
that.
know, in the ancient times, the dueling serpents were at one time 2 actual dueling serpents. However, they were put away into the earth by Unaxis Solrin, the great wizard. But, lesser known part of this story, as it turns out, the wizard Unaxis Solrin borrowed some power by making a deal with a figure named Vergolath. So I guess really the point of this whole situation is that I don't think it would be very well suited to your purposes of theatrical performance. I don't think we would be able to defeat a figure such as that, even in a fictional setting.
You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. That was a mistake on my part. We should never bring this up again.
Is it a boring conversation?
No, I just meant that the conversation topic change. Xeris,
Yes.
it's your turn to lead the conversation. We are taking turns today.
Since when do we take turns?
Now, Oliver just did a great job. And now it's your turn. We're metaphorically passing the baton to you. You have the talking stick.
I don't have anything to talk about or add to this conversation beyond.
You can start a new conversation. What do you want to talk about, Xeris?
I don't want to talk about anything. That's what I've been trying to say.
But if you had to talk about something, like if you were being forced to talk, like you are right now, what would you talk about?
I mean, if I was being forced to talk, I'd probably threaten to kill them.
Ooh, that sounds like a lovely experience. Can you show us some of your threatening techniques? Maybe we should practice them for when we are dealing with mayors who do not wish to work with us. Show me how you would threaten a head of state that wished to lock us away. I will play the mayor. You are
Alright.
going to jail for your crimes.
How can I do this and also drive? Let me just I'll just
Hand the reins over to Voxy.
hand the reins to Voxy.
Okay.
Are you sure about this, Oliver?
It is good to know what tools are at our disposal. And just as I practice my spearcraft, and Pepper practices.
Okay,
their
how
magic
quickly, while he's talking, can I just put him in a headlock and hold a dagger to his throat?
Give me a athletics check.
Okay.
And Oliver, give me a...
craft. Can I just let it happen?
Sure, absolutely.
24.
You are like a blur, a black blur as you suddenly zip over and grab him in a headlock. Oliver doesn't even have time to finish his sentence before he is being choked by you.
And I'm probably squeezing a little too tight.
Okay.
Is this clear? Do you understand? Can we go back to driving now?
Work. Quality work. I'm very pleased with this. Perhaps we can use it to our advantage when negotiating.
All right. I'll release him.
And if that is how much force you apply to a friend, I can't help but wonder.
Xerus,
Alright.
you said you were into role play. You are so good at it.
Can I just pass this talking stick to Voxy now and be done with it?
Yes, it's Foxy's turn. Good job, Xerus. We're proud of you.
Take the
I
reins
don't-
back from him.
Yeah, but I don't. What do you want to talk about?
What's been going on with you these days, Foxy?
Not a whole lot. Just been, working on the bow.
You are working on a bow?
Working on my longbow, my shooting, my archery.
And that is very good. What sort of stats are you at?
If you could quantify it into a number, maybe a system that uses like D8s or something.
What
Like,
percentage of accuracy are you currently standing at?
Like 70-80%.
That's great.
Yeah, it's fine. I definitely could be better if I had a proper teacher. Some tutoring, maybe, but it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, do you need to get a tutor?
I tried, and it did not really go well. But we don't have to talk about this.
Are you
Yes,
sure?
You have the talking stick. This is how the situation is handled at the moment.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. It just didn't really go the way that I would have hoped. I guess.
Did you fail your aptitude test?
No. I didn't get one of those. Because. Well, Jaren, he chose. Do you guys remember Sarah?
Oh yeah, Sarah's really cool.
Yeah, so she got chosen as his apprentice.
Oh.
And
Sarah
I didn't-
sucks.
I thank
Sarah
you.
has nothing on you.
Oh,
Thank
no, I
you,
remember
Sarah.
Sarah now. No, that this is true. That she does have a roughly 10% higher accuracy rating than you do.
But she has no heart.
Yeah, the
What?
10% is probably why Jaren chose her over me, but
No.
it's fine.
No, maybe
it-
maybe he felt insecure, and he was like, Voxy's too cool. What do I have to teach Voxy? Nothing. So
That's
I
very
must go with
nice.
someone lesser.
That's a very nice pepper. Thank you for saying that.
Jaren is also
Yeah,
not
maybe.
that highly of an analytical person. It's entirely possible that he chose her based on something that she had that you did not, or something that you had that she did not, that he preferred. It is what the elves
Yeah.
call a je ne sais quoi.
What the elves call a je ne sais quoi? Is that what you said?
Are you telling an elf what elves say?
Oh, forgive me.
You know what? I can't even be mad. I didn't. I mean, I don't know. I've just been thinking about it a lot lately. But it's fine. And you know, I've got some other like little projects that I'm working on and that are keeping me busy. So it's fine. It's fine.
Are these projects that can be of use to us as a party? Because if so, it would probably fall on the rest of us to assist you.
No, these are kind of individual self progressing. It's fine. I can it's on me.
Like
But thank you.
self-help?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
great with self-help.
I bet you are.
Motivational stuff, goal achieving. I am great with these things.
Actually, yeah. It is definitely about goals. So yeah, I'm just kind of working on that.
That's amazing. I'm very
There.
proud of you. And if you want a tutor that is not Jarrand, because he clearly has bad decision-making skills, we can find you that. Or if something mysteriously happens to Sarah overnight, then well... Oh
Well,
no.
The odds of that happening are relatively low.
Unless we make them higher.
thanks, Oliver.
How would we do that?
Oh,
No.
Oliver.
Don't ask.
You
Don't
kidder.
ask.
I'm not going
Yeah.
to demonstrate that as well.
Oh, seriously, we're listening to the conversation.
Hey.
I knew it. You always pretend you don't.
He's like, I don't have any headphones.
Over the next couple of hours, you make your way through Trade Town and down along the mountain range that borders Pinefell Grove.
The whole conversation was just the middle of a town. Everybody was looking at us.
You travel down along the small coastline before you reach the edge of the mountains, and you start winding in as the trail is getting a bit more thick as you are going through these mountains. You're weaving in and out of large hillsides and cliffs that have been carved into so the road can move forward. And up in front of you, you see something that is interesting. You can see a couple of carts that are lined up in front of one another, blocking the road. Xerus, you're on the reins, so you see this first before everyone else does.
Can you see anything else? Just the carts being.
You can see that it's almost like this area is a couple tiered cliff sides that go up on either side of the road, and the road is right through the center of the cliffs. Looks like there are 2 carts and a couple of large pieces of lumber that have been brought down. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Uh, 16.
Okay. You see, stepping up over on top of one of the carts is a man. He has tanner skin and a large mutton chops on either side of his face, and you see him hold up a hand as you all approach, as if to say, "Stop."
Stop.
Yeah.
I'll pull the horse to a stop.
You pull it to a stop. How far would you say you are from the other carts?
close enough that I can see the guy, but far enough back that we're not right up on him.
Okay. He jumps off the cart, and you see him take a couple steps forward. And he says, "Afternoon. You all travelers?
Yes.
All right. You know what to do."
I'm
Travel?
Oh, you're heading towards Glint Harbor, are you not?
That doesn't help.
The answer, are you indeed heading towards Glint Harbor?
Oh.
That is our business, not your business.
Well, it's a little bit my business if you're traveling on our roads.
Who's
Who's we?
our roads?
What's your name?
Oh, it's we. And he gestures back, and you see a couple more men all stand up on either end of the carts.
How many?
From your vantage point, you can see. Wrong button. You can see 4 individuals.
Do I recognize any of these men?
You do not. The man who has a green hood pulled up and some leather armor walks over towards the horse. Yeah, what's up?
Can I rephrase my question?
Sure.
Do I recognize anything about these men? Like their clothing or weapons or anything?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check.
– 18.
18. So you know that... Hold on one second. You know that the men in front of you have a little brooch on their armor. That is a sigil that belongs to the Baron of Glint Harbor.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn over my shoulder and quietly, but like without. I guess we're pretty far away, so I'd have to yell for them to hear me talk and just say, "For them, 4 of us."
Have we already had a night camping?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's getting late though.
Cool.
Sun is starting to dip down.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Damn.
I'm just gonna how far away are we?
From the carts, probably about 20 feet.
20 feet? Oh,
Guys,
cool.
Guys, I'm from Glen Harbor. Maybe I should speak to them. Do you think? Do you think that's a safe idea?
Is it their
Sure.
intent to rob us? Is that
Or
what's
should
happening?
I should we warm up to the Sir, what's
These are-
your name?
God.
He looks over and he goes, "I'm not going to tell you my name."
Why, I'm Pepper.
Great. There's a toll for this road. If you want to pass, you have to pay the toll.
See, we're new here, so we don't know what the toll is.
It's okay. I forgive you. But let's go ahead and get on the toll, shall we?
I don't recall the kingdom levying any sort of toll on this road, sir.
Yeah, hi, sir. Hi, I'm Voxy. I'm
just giving names now, are we? Wonderful. Okay.
I'm from here.
Great. Then
I
you
don't-
should
I
know
don't
as well as anyone that the toll is now slowly getting raised. The more names that I learn.
I don't think the kingdom allows that sort of practice.
No, and I don't know that if we spoke to the Baron, he would be 100% behind what it is you're doing.
When was the last time you were in Glint Harbor?
Out of game. When was the last time I was in
Oh, it was
Glen
straight
Harbor?
up.
How long have we been here?
Months ago.
Yeah. It's been a little while now.
So not recently?
No.
Gotcha. Well then, I don't think it's your position to tell me what the Baron wants or does not want, is it? Price is 10 gold per person. Fork it over.
Listen, we're not going to pay this toll.
Oh, then you're
and
not going
you're
down
to
the
let us
road.
pass. I repeat, we are not going to pay this toll, and you are going to let us pass.
He looks over at the other person next to him and goes, "It's weird, these cliffsides tend to echo, but I don't know, the words are meaningless. Without 10
Is it your
gold per
intention
person."
to rob us?
Question.
Oh, it's
is he
not
turning away when he says that to the other guy?
He is.
Wait, what did he
okay,
say about?
Well, he
about
was
the
turning to
robbery?
the other guy to talk to him.
Yeah. He's turned back towards the other person who's
However,
up
what were
on the...
you about to do
on the thing.
before I do something stupid?
Listen. I wanted confirmation that what he was doing was robbery, and then I was going to defend myself. Can we like, you know, I'm looking at Xeris. I'm literally just waiting for permission.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
if that's your reaction, okay. I basically I want to take an opportunity when he turns away to literally just throw a dagger at the guy.
Okay, so he turns and he looks over. You're going to get a surprise attack, so go ahead and roll
Yeah,
to
that's
hit.
why
yeah.
I waited for him to turn away.
Can I read off of Xeris and throw my spear as well?
Yeah, I'll say you can.
Okay.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yep.
You said, or do I need? Okay. What is the modifier?
Your
for
dexterity modifier if you're throwing it.
Dexterity. That's right. Thank you. 12.
12. All right.
Is that? Did you add your proficiency bonus?
I don't know.
Find the word dagger and look next to it.
It doesn't say anything.
What's
next
your
to-
dexterity
wait.
number?
My dexterity is +2.
Okay, so it'd be +4 to hit.
Oh.
Yep, you got it.
Wow, I've been doing this wrong. 14 then.
14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, now what's damage?
It's
1d4 plus 2.
What do I roll?
What do you roll?
No, I was making fun
Oh,
of
gotcha.
When he said, "What's damage?"
Alone.
When he said, "What's
Okay.
damage?"
It's 3.
3. All right. So you take your
I
dagger,
gotta-
you flip it up in the air, and throw it as fast as you can. Oliver, go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, we are doing this.
I got a 21.
21 hits. Roll damage.
on my spear. Okay. 6.
6. All right. There is a as the spear impales itself right into the chest of the other person, stabbing into their armor. They both look up in surprise, and the one who got hit with the dagger that is now sticking out of their armor turns and says, "Okay, then." And let's go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Okay.
Go Greyhawks! Greyhawks! Greyhawks!
A nat 20 on initiative always feels so bad.
I got a nat 22.
All right.
I got a 23.
Damn, you guys. Good God. All right.
Yeah, nat 20 plus 3. Woo!
Wait, did 3 of us just roll nat 20?
What the fuck?
On initiative?
For them!
You ready? Yeah, you ready to make it 4 naps?
Are you kidding
No.
me? Nat 1?
3 nat 20s and a nat 1? Are you kidding?
my
Has that ever
God.
happened?
Wow.
This statistically, it is highly unlikely.
Jesus Christ. All right, stand by. Let me get everybody else their initiative order.
Wow, guys. Proud of us.
We are more ready to fight these fucking dudes on the side of a road than any fucking monster we have encountered.
I think we're all emotionally charged to beat something up, so at least that's what Xeris is.
All right, let's take a quick gander over at our battle map that we've got.
Alright. I'm just mad that this guy tried to tell me about my own hometown. Rude.
All right, so I'm gonna have you guys move your characters where they would be on the map.
Oh, it's a covered wagon?
Yes.
Heck yeah,
Okay.
no need for sunscreen.
I'm technically where Oliver is.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll get out
so
of the
just
way.
move your folks where they need to be.
I imagine myself sitting next to Xerus in that moment, so I'm just gonna put him next to it.
Okay, sure.
That's okay.
I imagine myself behind them, so I'm kind of gonna be.
Is this the
there.
Oregon Trail, Jordan?
This is the
that what-
Oregon Trail. Yes, you figured it out.
Pepper's gonna be strategically behind Oliver.
Behind me is a good strategic location to be.
All right.
Can
so
you,
yes.
Jordan, can you remind me who has been hit with what?
Yeah. So the one who is with the little blue tag on it.
Yeah.
That person's been hit, and the person with the little red tag has been hit.
Who's the
Cool.
boss?
The
Who hit
boss is
who?
the one with the blue. That person has been hit with the dagger, and the person in the red has been hit with the spear. Stand by real fast as I write down some quick little numbers.
Spear guy dead?
No, it is sticking out the armor, but he pulls the armor, pulls the spear out. Let's see.
Can I beg a bonus action before we started? I just want a bonus action teleport my spear back to myself.
Okay, so
Fire.
it blasts back over to you, and appears in your hand, and the person looks over in surprise. All right, so first up is going to be Voxy.
Okay, what am I gonna do? I think I'm just gonna go for longbow. I gotta pull that longbow out immediately.
Go ahead, roll a hit.
Come on, girl. Oh,
Come on, old girl.
13.
You got it.
13.
13 just misses as you take your bow and fire it. It slams into the side of the wagon. You can see that all of them have turned to react now, and they are ready for you.
Oh, great.
Did you want to move anywhere?
They all turn. No, I think I'd be standing. I'm standing up on the cart,
Okay.
so I've got a better shot
Okay.
at them.
Gotcha. So unfortunately, you can't. Not going to move anywhere. Next up is going to be Pepper.
Ooh, I would like to peek out from behind Oliver and cast Eldritch Blast on the orange dude way in the back.
Okay, so that person is going to have at least half cover, which means they're going to get stuff added to their AC. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Cool. That is a 21.
That
to
hits.
hit.
Roll damage.
Okay. Yay. That is the wrong die. That's what that is. That's just not. That's just blatantly not a D10. Hey, gang, I need one hit die, and it's a D10. Where did it go? Excuse me?
Never
Hello?
in the history of streaming D&D on Twitch has somebody not had a die. You know, everybody's just like,
This is unprecedented.
Okay, so that's alright. So it's 13.
13,
plus the
damn.
damage.
All right. There is this blast of purplish, pinkish, orange energy that shoots out of Pepper's hands, slamming into the person who is trying to cower back behind the cart, but there is full force blast right in their face. All right. So next up is going to be, you hear a whistling sound from the one in blue, and then you hear rustling up in the bushes. And above you, two more appear, and they have bows in their hand. They are going to pull back the bows, and they are going to fire. First one's going at you, Pepper, since you just dealt a ton of damage. They're going to get 2 ranged attacks. So the first ranged attack is
No.
going to be...
Won't they reconsider?
First one misses entirely. Second one hits with a natural 18. So that's going to be a total of only 3 points of damage as the arrow flies through and just scratches across your face as you're just able to duck past it. Next up is going to be the one in blue, who is going to sprint forward towards the group. So he is going to run straight up to Oliver, and he's going to attempt to attack him with his scimitar.
Yes. Spear-related feat. I get an attack of opportunity when he gets in my face.
Okay, go ahead and roll a hit.
20, not natural.
That hits. Roll damage.
6.
6 points of damage.
Yes.
Awesome. He runs up, and as you swing your spear, he dodges underneath it, but is able to, as he stands back up, you catch it with the back end of the spear, smacking it into his face. He pulls out his scimitar and he waves it at you. What's your AC?
18.
Okay, the first attack is going to miss as he right over top of you as you duck underneath it. The one in the red is going to attempt to fire their crossbow at Pepper. And that, God, they're rolling so poorly. That is going to miss as it just flies in, slams into the wall back behind you, of the one of the poles in the cart itself. And then next up is going to be Xerus.
So question.
Yes.
Can I grapple this guy and human shield him towards his party?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me an opposed athletics check.
Oh, it's the headlock maneuver that we learned earlier today.
Exactly.
The role play was not for nothing.
You need to beat what did he got a 19.
Fuck. 13.
What's your strength mod, Xerus?
My strength is +3. Or +1. Sorry, +1. My athletics is +3.
He is going to, as you attempt to grapple him, he's going to spin you back and give you a little kick back into the chair as he is currently fighting off Oliver.
I thought you said a little kiss.
A little kiss right on the cheek and just say, "Sit down, buddy." The boys are talking.
The boys are talking.
I'll use the rest of my. Can I use the bonus action to hide?
Sure. I mean, you are sitting up on the front of this wagon.
That's why I need to hide behind the wagon.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to hide or do you want to disengage? Because you are within attacking distance of him. He will get an attack of opportunity if you try to leave his zone right now.
You could use it. Can you use it to dodge?
Yeah,
I can
use it to dodge, so he'll get disadvantage on the attack of opportunity.
And like everybody else until your next turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Sure.
so you ready a dodge action basically, using your bonus action. And so, did you want to move anywhere?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of get back and out of as much out of direct eyesight of the two
Archers.
All
right, so go ahead and move your
Yeah.
character. He's going to get a attack of opportunity with disadvantage on you.
don't know how
First
far I
one,
can
oh,
move.
you're lucky. The first one was an 18. The second one, oh no, he just rolled an 18 and a 17. So he is going to hit you, unfortunately, as you start to move. And that, not bad. It's going to be a total of 2 points of damage as he tries to cut across and just barely grazes your arm as you leave. He seems to be focused on Oliver. Next up is going to be the archer to the right with the pink label. They're going to fire 2 shots at Oliver. First one is that's going to be a 18 to hit.
That does hit.
All right, so that is going to be a total of 4 points of damage as an arrow goes flying past and slams into the wall, cutting just up across you. And then this archer is going to fire the other arrow at Pepper again. And misses with a 2. So this one flies past and into the bushes past you, Pepper. After that is going to be this one in the back. He is going to sprint, climb over the cart, and he's going to make his way down towards the group. He can't make it there in time, but he is going to pull out a crossbow and fire it at you, Voxy. That is going to be... yes.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Misses, unfortunately, with a 10, as the bolt goes flying past you. And then following that person is going to be the other one in the back. A lot of players in this, sorry, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Running up right behind the other.
I had a feeling. I was like, there's more than 4.
And finally, at the very end, with our natural 1 is going to be Oliver. Oliver, what you doing?
Okay, let me ask you this. The square that contains the horse's back,
Sure.
can I be in it without like am I gonna shoot myself in the foot by being in that square?
No,
By,
that is effectively in the seat, the riding position, the
Okay, cool.
leading with the reins position.
so like right here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that way, any 3 of those guys, Xeris can get sneak attack damage,
Nice. There you go.
and then what's the pain check on these 3 that I'm in contact with?
How they looking? They're looking still pretty good, to be honest.
Okay, and blue guy is the leader,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
All right, strategy says take out the officers first. I'm going to use my action to stab my spear at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Yikes. Assuming it doesn't hit, it's a 7.
He glances the spear away with his scimitar before spinning it around, all cool like.
Oh, of course he does.
Yeah, he think he
Okay.
fancy.
I'm not. I'm probably gonna regret using this early in the game, but I don't care. I'm gonna use my action surge and I'm gonna attack again.
All right.
Oh, for goodness sake. All right, smaller die this time. That one's a 15.
15 hits, roll damage.
All right. That one is 7 damage, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to do the backhand strike.
Okay.
Nope, that one's a 10.
He gets smacked, but being hit with the back of the spear earlier, he glances it away with his scimitar. Now we're at the top of the round with Voxy.
Okay.
I think what I want to do is, can I cast Hunter's Mark?
Yes.
Okay, because I haven't used this one before,
Okay.
so I don't really
Yeah.
know how to use
So
it.
Hunter's Mark basically marks a target for you, and it gives you the ability to add more damage to your attacks when you attack that person.
Yes.
So it's a bonus action that you're casting it as. Which one did you want to cast?
I guess. Well, if I cast it at one of them, can I also then shoot at one of them?
Yep. Because your attacking will be your action, and then the casting it would be your bonus action.
Okay.
And I can do the bonus action first?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Cool. Okay.
Which one do you want to hit with Hunter's Mark?
I think I'm trying to decide if I want to get one of the outside people or if I want to get the one that's attacking Oliver first. Because am I able to cast it onto multiple people?
You can cast it on one at a time. Once that person dies, then you can move it to a new person using your bonus action.
Cool. I'm gonna go for Boss Man.
Okay,
I'm
so
casting it
blue?
on blue.
Old blue. All right.
Yep. I'm gonna cast it onto him. And then. Oh no, not that one. And then I'm gonna shoot with the longbow.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Do 24.
24 hits, roll damage. So with damage,
How
you're
do I
going to
roll
deal
for
an
damage?
extra
There it is.
1d6.
Okay, I'm doing it on roll 20, and it's 1d8 plus 3 is what I have, and it came out as a 6.
Okay,
But
and then you're
do
going to
I add something?
add another d6 to that.
So I just add 6.
No, add another d6, another roll with a d6.
Noob. 5. So 8.
So 8 points total.
It's you rolled a 5 on the die there, so add that to the 6
So
from
so
before.
11
Oh,
points
11.
total.
Yes.
Okay.
11 points total.
So
Thank
you pull back your bow, and what does Hunter's Mark look for you when you cast this spell?
Hunter's Mark looks like an arrow. It's a red. It looks like the air has become like glass.
Okay.
Kind of, and it looks like a red energy that looks like
glass.
Okay. So you
That I cast.
Like a little Sims diamond above his head.
there's this red energy that coalesces into this long arrow that appears
And
in your
that's what
bow,
I
and
shoot
as you
at.
fire it, you can see the energy flow across your arrow and spin around it before slamming into this this person right in front of you. He lets out a sound as the arrow pierces right in the throat before he collapses down into the ground and lands forward with the arrow going straight up through and out the back. He is currently dead.
Currently dead.
Currently dead. Hey.
All right,
Amazing.
so did you want to move anywhere?
Yeah. I'm gonna. Okay, so he's dead.
Don't forget to move the hunter's mark to somebody else.
Can't do it on can't do it on this turn, but on your next one as a bonus action you can move it.
Thank you. Yes. Oh my god. I just tried to do it on the Twitch stream instead of the actual Roll20. I was like trying to move it and I couldn't move it. Yes, I'm gonna move to. I'm gonna jump down, right here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hop down. How far can I go?
You have 6 spaces of movement, 6 squares.
Mm-hmm.
But if you enter one of the other bad guys' spaces and then exit it, you will take an attack of opportunity, just so you know.
I think I'm gonna move to right here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You sprint over and get back behind some bushes. In front of you, you can see the archer on the cliffside and the, both archers on the cliffside and the one who's still on the carts. Next up is Pepper.
Can you remind me 5e's rules about like being in the same space as someone in your party?
You can share spaces with other people in your party.
Great. Let me get where Oliver is,
Okay.
and I'd like to cast Burning Hand.
All right. All right. So Burning Hands, I think they need to make a save, right?
Yeah, they need to make a dexterity saving throw, 13.
13. All right. So stand by as they make that dex save. First one does save with a 22. The other one saves with a 13. Meets it, beats it. So they both save. So do they take half damage?
They do take half damage.
Got it.
A 46.
All right. So roll 4d6 and do half damage, please.
Yay.
And this is affecting our purple and our orange one.
Oh, dang. My God.
Did you roll really well?
3 of them were 6s. Yeah.
Nice.
Go Great Hawk!
Okay, so that's 12, 18. 22 halved is 11.
11. All right.
Is 2 points away from max damage.
So the one on the right, the left, the one in orange, gets blasted away as these handprints appear all over his body before bursting in the flames. He grabs onto them, pulling and screaming before collapsing down onto the ground in a pile of smoke, and he is dead. The other one whiffs away the flames with their cloak and looks forward and looks very angry at you, Pepper.
Okay, but I am in their range.
You absolutely
His range,
are, yeah.
Yes. Okay, then, I will hang here and hope that, my good friend Oliver will protect me.
All right, so next up, it's going to be the green archer who's up to the left. They are going to be very upset and take multiple shots at you, Pepper, for killing another one of their friends with fire. So first one, what's your AC?
I don't know why they'd be mad about that. 13.
13, all right. 13, what did he roll? He does meets it, beats it with a 13 for the first hit. Second hit is a miss. So he fires one arrow and it flies towards you and it slams into you for 6 points of damage, hitting you right in the rib cage before you break the arrow tip off and toss away the shaft of the arrow. Next up is the one in red who is going to take the same action, is going to fire the crossbow at you again. And that is a natural 20. So that is going to be
Cool.
So that is going to be, it's not much
No.
damage. So it's going to
Go
be
on.
8 plus 1, so 9 points of damage as stabbing right into your stomach, this crossbow bolt hits you hard. Next up
Okay,
is...
but I am down, though. is
Oh,
the
you
thing,
are
because
unconscious.
I am a warlock. Yeah, and I don't have many hit points.
Okay, so... So, Pepper gets knocked back, collapsing down onto the ground next to Oliver. I'm just going to move you because of that. And is now currently unconscious. I'm going to put an X over you so we can tell.
Dead.
All right. The crossbow grabs onto the crossbow bolt and starts reloading another arrow. Xerus, you are up.
How does he each square of movement?
5
how much?
feet.
How many feet? It's 5 feet.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to, because I was gonna say I wanted to kind of move up the side, like up the cliff, and go behind the archer, the pink archer.
Mhm.
That's gonna take so long.
That'll take a little
But
bit
I
of time
know
for sure.
That's why.
Unless you use your bonus action to dash, you just won't be able to attack on. No, because you can use your full movement plus your bonus action to dash to get up there. So it'll be 12 squares instead of.
You can get sneak attack on the purple guy.
You certainly
That's
could.
what I was gonna probably. That was my other option. I was just trying to, because I knew that Voxy could attack purple, and so could you. So I was thinking
Foxy's
ahead.
probably gotta help Pepper.
True. And I
Oh,
probably
yes.
wouldn't do that. So,
don't worry
let's
about
do.
it.
Let's do. I'll move around and I guess sneak attack on purple.
All right, go ahead and roll a hit. You pull out your rapier, spin it around, and thrust it forward at the purple one who is not looking your way. Did you roll in that
It's a
one?
6. No.
It was a 6. Unfortunately, he catches you just in time as when he's twirling, the cloak gets up in the air and
Wait, what
blocks
do I
away
get
the
for
arrow.
do
Sneak
I
attack
get
adds
something-
damage.
It adds damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So next up is going to be
Would he
the.
have advantage for flanking?
I think we need one more person for a flank. Flanking is always one of those things that in 5e is just sort of nonsense.
It's up to you.
When a
It's
creature
your
is
game.
at least one ally within the 5 feet on opposite sides. Let me double check this. So it is not technically flanking at this point. They need to be fully on opposite sides, so Xerus would need to be right here in order to be flanking. How much movement do you have, Xerus?
30 feet.
How much did it take to
How
get
much
there?
did it take to get there?
Let's see. I was
Oh yeah, you only
1,
moved 20.
2, 3, 4. 4 spaces.
Okay. You want to move and be able to use the flanking?
Sure. Where should I move to flank?
It just
I
means that
guess?
you get advantage, so you get to roll one more time. So you would
Oh.
need to be there.
Okay. And so I roll again.
Yep. Roll one more time and take the higher number.
The idea of flanking, in theory, is supposed to be like you guys are on like opposite sides surrounding the
Gotcha.
person, so you have advantage.
You said with advantage? Okay. 16.
16 hits. Roll damage.
What is damage with the rapier? Boop, boop, boop. Okay, 1d8 plus 2. Eight.
8. All right.
And then add your sneak attack.
Yes, true.
Oh, shit. Thanks.
One more d6.
One more d6.
Yep.
Is it? Okay, it says an extra 2d6.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
2d6 at third.
There
Yeah.
you go. Roll
Right.
2d6 then.
That's a 1. That's 5, so 6.
All right.
Plus
So you take
6,
your
so
rapier,
12.
you stab at him. He moves the cloak away just in time as you. And as you spin it around, he suddenly stops moving for a second and clutches up at his throat as blood pours through his fingers and then goes down to his knees and dies.
Currently dead.
Currently dead. Hashtag currently dead. All right. So next up is going to be the archer who's going to see you do your crazy nonsense where you just run up and kill this guy, and they're going to take 2 shots at you. What's your AC?
My AC is 12.
12. All right. He hits with both hits. And that's going to be a... First attack is going to be 8 points of damage.
Jesus.
Second attack is going to be 6 points of damage. So 14 total.
I'm down to 5, y'all.
As Bo goes back, fires. One catches you right in the shoulder. The other one catches you right in the thigh. You look up with anger burning in your eyes. Next up is going to be the... You are dead. Next up is Oliver.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to start by moving 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And that should put me in range. Yep. I'm going to throw my spear at Pink Archer.
Okay.
So that's...
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yep. Oi! It's a 10.
10 misses, unfortunately. The spear
I'm rolling
goes
real
long,
forward.
going right past the archer.
Okay, and then I'm going to... is there any kind of movement cost associated with climbing over this cart?
Not the cart.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to continue going this direction
Okay.
to make it easier for Xeris to get sneak attack on the next turn.
Okay, sounds good.
And actually end up right there, because I'm there, and then boom, boom.
Okay.
And then bonus action to get my spear back.
The spear appears in your hands. Next up is Voxy. Top of the round.
Voxy, don't forget your bonus action to move the Hunter's Mark.
True.
Yes. Exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to move that Hunter's Mark to the pink archer up on the top and use my longbow on him.
Okay.
Because that's a big old threat. Because if I do that, I'm not able to. Am I?
First
No, I
trying to
guess that
say
would be
something.
Oliver desperately
We
wants to
gotta
say something.
get Pepper up. We gotta get Pepper up.
Yes. So let me get Pepper up. I'm gonna use my Hunter's Mark. I'm gonna throw Hunter's Mark to the the archer,
Okay.
and then cast Cure Wounds onto Pepper.
All right, Cure Wounds is a touch spell, so you need to be touching Pepper in order to cast it.
Bull.
Move it to the green guy, and then you're. Or I guess it doesn't really matter. You're a longbow. You can just move over to Pepper, cast a spell, and then you're set up for the next turn.
I think the pink guy is smart. That's just me.
Pink guy's been dealing out some damage, so moving costs me the action of being able to do it to her.
No, your movement is separate from your action. Your action is casting the spell. So you have 6 squares of movement.
I'm moving to there.
Okay.
That's within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So I'm moving to there.
So
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
So what does Cure Wounds look like when you cast it? It's a touch-based spell.
I lay my hand on their chest, and a nice warm white light starts to emanate from my hand that sort of sparkles and the light starts to wrap around Pepper's body wherever the healing is happening.
Okay, so this light spins around Pepper's form, healing up the wound in their shoulder. As Pepper, you come to life, appearing fully conscious again, just in time for your turn.
What do I heal?
Yeah, you got to roll Cure Wounds real quick for us, Voxy. So that is going to be 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Me?
Yep.
You said?
Yep.
Do. Cure Wounds. Let's do. And then you said add what?
Add
what was
your
that?
spellcasting modifier. So your spellcasting modifier is going to be, you have a -1 to your spellcasting modifier. So subtract 1 from it.
Add 2.
So 2 points
Amazing.
of
Yeah,
health
that
is
could be
added, and you are back up on your feet.
Is that helpful?
Well, technically
Okay.
no, but you
It is helpful.
you are on the ground alive again.
It is helpful.
Pepper, it's your turn.
Thank
If you want to
you.
spend half your movement to stand up, you can do so.
I stand up,
You do so.
looking
just like get the shit kicked out of me.
Yeah, really ragged.
And I will wipe blood from my nose. Look at green guy.
Okay.
Cast Eldritch Blast on him.
Go ahead and roll a hit.
This be 18 to hit.
That hits roll damage.
Okay.
Hot.
That's gonna be 9 points of damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to reach into my pocket,
Okay.
pull out something, slap it in your hand, Voxy, and go, okay, I'm going to disappear right now. Don't worry about it. I'll be back in a second. And before your eyes, Pepper disappears.
There is as Pepper's form spins in a circle before gets sucked into a small compact mirror that is sitting in your hand, Voxy.
What the absolute hell was that? And then I just turn and I look up and I shove it into my pocket and look. Did either of the other two see any of that?
Did you? I think you guys are focused on some other things right now.
Focused on, yeah.
I was facing that direction.
Okay,
I
give
don't
me
know.
a perception check.
No.
Nope, didn't see it. So nope,
I don't even know what
just
my
you, Voxy.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn back, and I had already cast Hunter's Mark on purple.
Yep.
So.
Well, it's no longer your turn, unfortunately.
Oh no, that's right. Never
It is
mind.
now
You're right.
the Green Archer's turn, who is going to see you, Voxy. Having witnessed you capture very Pokemon-esque their friend, their form, is now going to fire 2 shots at you. First shot is going to be, what's your AC?
14.
Okay, the first one hits with a, what was it, a 20-something, and the second one is going to miss with a 10. So the first hit is going to be a total of 6 points of damage as a arrow goes flying past and hits you right in the shoulder as you are able to grab it and pull it out real quick. Next up is going to be the one in red who is fighting you, Oliver. You see them look at you and they grab their scimitar and they're going to try and attack you. What's your AC again?
18.
18 misses, unfortunately, just barely, as goes
What do you
over
mean,
top of you.
unfortunately?
Unfortunately for them.
Unfortunately for him.
He's been saying that, and I'm
We
like,
have to
hey.
think about their feelings.
Exactly.
Fortunately, they
Okay.
only got 2 health points back. Unfortunately, I missed.
I think that this is unfortunate that they missed, but very fortunate for you that they missed. Let's view it that way. All right, so they swipe their scimitar over top of you. You duck underneath it before moving off to the side and getting ready to fight again. Next up is Xerus.
Sneak attack on this.
All right, go ahead and roll a hit. This is
Carson.
also considered flanking if you want to roll with advantage.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Rolling with advantage. Oh shit. 21.
That hits after roll damage.
One. Yeah, I should have not put. I always do this. All right. Okay, so plus 2d6s. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 points of damage. All right. All right, you run up with your rapier. You thrust it forward, catching this other person right in the leg as they let out a scream of pain, turning to face you. Next up is the pink archer, who is going to see you attacking their friend, is going to fire upon you, Xerus. I don't think that advantage or that disadvantage is no longer in effect because it's past that round, so it's going to fire 2 shots at you. What's your AC?
But does he take more damage because I have Hunter's Mark on him?
No, unfortunately, the pink one does not. That's only when you attack them, Boxy. Missed on the first
okay,
one, but
gotcha.
rolled a natural 20 on the second one. So, unfortunately for you, but very fortunate for the archer, It is going to be a total of 10 points of damage as the hit fires into you and hits you right in the shoulder blade.
That's passed out.
All right. You this one slams you right in the shoulder blade. As you feel it, you look over at Oliver and collapse to the ground.
Who did that?
The pink guy, yeah.
Okay.
Getting down to the wire on this fight. All right, next up is Oliver.
All right.
And actually, they're going to take their movement. They're going to 1, 2, 3. Get over here. They are now fully obscured by cover from you, Oliver.
Oh,
Of course.
Okay.
Just because of the way the cliff
Regretting not
works.
climbing up that cliff.
Well, the stairs were behind the carts. I guess I could have climbed. I'm very powerful. Anyway, I'm going to attack with a spear on the gentleman that is in combat with me.
Okay.
That's a 17.
17 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Come on, roll something other than a 1, please, D6. There we go. So that's 8 damage from the front side of the spear.
Nice.
And then back side, I'm going to do the offhand attack,
All right.
the bonus action.
You thrust forward with the spear, catching this person right in the gut, and they let out a scream. You take it out, spin it over your shoulder before coming back across with a swipe.
That's a 12.
Crack, you just are able to glance it off of their scimitar, unfortunately not causing damage.
Okay.
Do you want to move anywhere? You're going to hold where you're at. They are looking
That's,
really rough, I will say.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna... Is there any, like, protection that I get from being one space to the west? In terms of, like, being guarded? Like, the green guy has a
can
harder
still
shot on me.
If you were to go south, you might have more cover towards the wagon. I'll give you half cover, which will give you +2 to your AC.
Okay, so I have to head south?
South or to the west. Let's say if you're right up against the cart, you'll be fine.
All right, that's what I'll do. Oh, that's not the right button. There we go.
All right, so you're gonna have a +2 to your AC from the archer.
From just the green guy?
Just the green guy. Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, next up is going to be Voxy. Voxy, you're holding onto the small compact mirror in your hand. What do you do?
I put it in my pocket.
All right. Put it right in there.
Putting it right in there, and then I'm gonna run up. What's going on with red guy, pink guy, whatever that color is?
Red one is looking really, really rough, but standing over a crumpled body of Xerus.
Okay. I've got Hunter's Mark on pink guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move to run over to right here.
Okay.
Am I close enough to cast Cure Wounds on Xerus from here?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Xerus.
Okay. Let me double check your spell slots. Yep, you've got one. You've got 2 left.
And then.
Or you've got 1 left actually after this because you just cast.
Yeah, I've got
Hunter's
1
Mark.
left. Yeah. I'm gonna cast that one, and then I am going to shoot my longbow.
So you can't shoot your longbow and cast Cure Wounds. Unfortunately, you can only do one or the other.
Retract. I'm gonna shoot. I can't use the Cure Wounds as my bonus action.
No, unfortunately not. It's an action time,
Xerus
which
would
is a
want you to
casting
kill
spell.
them and not save them.
Okay. Okay, then I'm
hear
gonna.
a distant Xerus' voice in your head.
It says, "Shoot her! Shoot her!"
Okay. Okay, Xerus, shut up. And I'm just gonna.
Because I'm just gonna come back to get hit again. So just...
All right, I'm casting that longbow. Then I'm just gonna get right up next to him to kind of protect his body, and then I'm gonna shoot at.
Which one?
Stand over my corpse.
Yeah.
Not a corpse yet,
and
just
then-
unconscious.
And shoot that longbow
Which one?
at the pink guy who's I've
Pink
got
one
Hunter's
is
Mark on.
fully covered by the cliffside. You are unable to see them.
Does the Hunter's Mark help at all?
You can tell where they are perception check wise, but they've moved back. So like if you're sitting underneath the cliff and they're at the top of the cliff, they've walked away from you and they're no longer visible because of your line of
Wait,
sight.
okay, so if I was here, can I see them any
You
better
can
from
see
here?
them with half cover.
Okay.
can I retract that move and
Sure,
go back
yeah,
to where
yeah,
I was?
that's fine.
Okay.
So
I'm
they're gonna get a
gonna
plus
stay
2 to their
here.
AC to hit.
Okay. But I've got my
Hunter's Mark, which
Hunter's Mark on
adds
them.
damage for sure.
yes.
So go ahead and roll the hit.
All right.
18.
18 hits,
And
roll
then-
damage.
Damage is
Plus 3 is 7. Plus the Hunter's Mark adds how much?
A d6, I think.
And that is gonna be 2. So
Total of
2
9?
plus 7 is 9.
Gotcha. So you raise your bow and you fire it, just barely able to see the person on the other side of this cliffside. There is a whistling sound and then a ah! As you look over, as the person starts collapses down to the ground and gets back up and pulls the arrow out of their armor. All right. Anything else you want to do in that turn? I think that might be all you can do.
I can move though, right?
You can still move, yes.
Yeah, because he got up, so I'm gonna hop down here again and hide now.
Okay, gotcha. So you duck
Or
down.
at least get out of his way.
You're out of
yeah.
the range from the pink one, but you were still in range of the green one. But next up is Pepper. So Pepper, please,
Fuck is happening?
God!
please describe what the audience sees inside your compact mirror.
Cut to. It looks like the inside of a hookah lounge, right? And Pepper's chilling on a giant fucking, like, red velvet couch, like, sprawled out, bleeding out a little bit, smoking. You can hear what is going on outside.
You hear
And Alright, he'll be fine. Oh boy. I'll give it a little bit more time. And all around this room is just everything you would have imagined Pepper's room and spaces would have looked like is in here. It is a million different little objects. It is like clothes strewn everywhere. There's like random tapestries and rugs and things that Pepper definitely just shouldn't have and for some reason does. It's very much like college freshman dorm vibes.
you're going for quantity, not quality in here.
Oh yeah. And this space is it's like a round, and the walls are like the compact mirrors, kind of like silvering. And they're on there is this giant mirror,
like a full-length
up
mirror
against
from
one of the walls,
ceiling to
full
floor.
length. Yeah, ceiling to floor. And it kind of like looks like it's not necessarily reflecting the room. There's like smoke in it, and if you look kind of closely at it, there's flashes of Xeris going down and Voxy shooting a bow and things that are happening outside. Almost like Pepper's watching it on like a very fuzzy delayed TV screen.
Gotcha. So what are you doing in here? You're laying on the couch. Blood is slowly pouring out of your rib cage as you are frantically trying to keep it in. Your hands are shaking as you smoke.
I don't remember how I don't remember. Can you do touch spells on yourself? I don't remember.
I'm gonna go ahead and rule that you can, just because like I don't want to deal with that. It's yes, you can.
Well,
you are
I
a
just
willing
realized
creature.
that that's completely useless to me anyway. So never mind.
Okay.
What I will do is I will actually be like, I will look at the mirror and I see Xeris and I go, oh, buddy. And I will roll off the couch and go through the mirror,
There's a
popping myself back into the battle.
It's very much like stepping through a wave of water, like a waterfall that's coming down. You feel pressure as you try to get through the mirror, and then suddenly you are pulled out of Voxy's pocket. This vortex of swirling air and energy blasts as appearing on the ground is Pepper Feist. And let me go ahead and make you active again.
So I would be where Voxy is.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would like to do is scoot right over here and cast Spare the Dying on Zero.
Okay, what does that look like for you?
So I just kind of kneel down, slam a hand on Xerxes' forehead, and it looks like I think what it is it's just kind of like my hand glows like oranges for a second, and just like a jolt runs through Xerxes' body, like a physical like shock.
There's like
that you can see happen
of energy that blasts through his whole body, and then suddenly there is a brief moment where his eyes open and flutter before closing back again, and you can see that his breath has slowed down to a nice crawl and is no longer frantic. Xerxes, you are now currently stable, but you are not up. Okay, you don't have to roll any death saving throws anymore. You are currently still unconscious.
I just don't have.
You don't have any hit points, but you are stable.
I can't heal you, but I can make sure you don't die.
Roger.
And I just kind of pat his forehead and go, "Stay in there, little buddy."
So next up is the Green Archer.
And I'd like to get as close up to the like wagon as I can to try to. I mean, I'll just put myself there, but like imagine that I'm up against the wagon to give myself whatever cover.
Sure. Okay. So you'll have a +2 to your AC.
Cool.
All right. So the other archer is going to walk up closer towards the cliffside and is going to aim at Voxy. No, he's going to aim at Voxy and Pepper. First hit is going to
fair.
First hit's going to go at Voxy. That is going to be a natural 19 that hits. Second hit is going towards Pepper, which is a natural 16, which also hits. Even plus your AC with your +2. Damage is going to be for the first one is going to be, this is at you, Voxy. That is 8 points of damage. Second one is towards you, Pepper, which is going to be 7 points of damage.
Excellent. So what Pepper does is go, like as they see the arrow coming, go, should have stayed in there. Bam, down again.
Collapses down.
Into the mirror?
No, just out.
Can't do that. But yeah, just goes back down.
All right. Voxy, what's your health looking like?
14.
14. So, as you're sitting here watching this, you do have a weapon that allows you to take a reaction. Would you like to use it? It's a small object that is in your pocket.
Oh my god, thank you for reminding me. Fuck. Holy shit.
We are dying.
I absolutely forgot that I had that. So thank you for reminding me. I'm sorry, everyone. I was so worried about winning this.
No. This is the narrative moment.
This is the
it.
perfect narrative moment. Yeah.
So
Because you have two friends that are down on the ground.
Yeah, and the other ain't looking too hot. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that out.
Okay, you reach into your pocket and you pull out a small silver coin. There's a moment when you touch it, this that fills your body for a second, and you take your coin and you flip it up into the air, and as you flip it, time slows down. What do you want to happen with this coin flip? You can reverse something. You can turn a hit into a miss, if you'd like.
I can turn their hits into a miss on us.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Then yeah, I'm gonna reverse. I'm gonna reverse the hit that just took out Pepper and me.
Okay, so you take the coin, you flip it up. You can only reverse one of them, so I'm assuming you want to do the one for Pepper, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It spins in the air, and as it does, there is a shockwave that echoes out from it. And then suddenly, the world for you freezes and cuts back to 2 seconds previously. As you look up, and only you are aware of this, as you look up and you see the person with the bow pull it back and aim at you, Pepper, and Voxy fires the arrows. The first one stabs into the dirt right underneath, right in front of Pepper, who looks up and then sees the second arrow, which stabs you right in the gut, Voxy, as you look up. So you take damage from the hit. You are going to stick with that same 7 points of damage that hit you, or 8 or whatever I told you it was earlier.
It was 8, yeah.
But then you also feel this feeling as energy kind of gets sapped from you, and you lose 1 extra hit point.
Okay.
There's always a cost.
And Pepper just goes, "Oh, it was a good idea to come out to fair."
Okay. I don't even know how to feel about that. I think Foxy's just kind of like reeling and just like staring at Pepper and not able to, like, kind of just trying to wrap my head around. I just saw them fall down and then they got back up.
So you look over at the two of them, and now it is the red one's turn. They're going to swing their scimitar at Oliver. Natural 17, which does hit. And that's going to be... yeah?
Shield.
Shield, all right. Well, hold on. It's a +4, so it'd be 21. Does your 21 block?
Yes.
All right. So there's this energy shield that appears around you, this golden energy, as the scimitar glances off of it. There's a sound that echoes through the space. And this person is going to, seeing that things are getting rougher, is going to jump down from here and move to here, staying within everyone's range except for Xeris, who cannot attack her. Next up is...
I wouldn't have been in
no
melee range.
Unfortunately, you weren't.
Cool. No worries.
Next up is going to be Xeris, who can't do anything. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Oh, okay. Don't think I've ever done one of those before. 11.
Fortunately, you are still just laying there. Your eyes are fluttering slowly as you're trying to figure out what's happening.
I'd like to say that your mic cut out for a second, and what you said was, fortunately, you're still just laying there.
God damn it. I'm on their side. I'm against you. All right. Next up is the one in pink, who is going to run up to the edge here and is going to fire down upon you, Oliver, and Voxy.
Okay.
First hit misses on Oliver. Second hit towards Voxy is going to hit with the natural 16 plus 4, so 20, dirty 20. Total of 5 points of damage.
Looking rough, guys. It's looking rough.
Next up is Oliver.
All right. Okay. Cool. First, I'm gonna just get back here and just like stab at the red rogue.
Okay.
I'm putting my dice tray on this side. I'm left-handed. Damn it. That's so much more comfortable. But that's a 15.
15 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. 9.
9, all right. You take your spear and you thrust it forward. It catches her right in the bottom of the leg as they collapse down to the ground. You spin it around and stab it right into their back before pulling it back out, and they lay there, currently dead. Next up.
Okay. Wait, I'm not done.
No, I know. For
Okay.
your second attack, or whatever you
Well-
want to do, your movement, I guess.
This is. I have a question.
Yeah,
I
what's
wanted
up,
to check this. I'm looking at the text of my polearm master
Uh-huh.
feat, and it says when you take the attack action, you can use your bonus action to also use the back half of the spear. It never says that it has to be on the same enemy. Can I run over to the green guy and hit him with the back half of the spear?
You would need to make it up the cliff side, unless
how
you
far is
you
that?
took the ladder, which is right down there.
Yeah.
You want to do that? Ladder,
So I
ladder
am-
won't cost you anything.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, that is exactly what I'd like to do.
All right.
I'm gonna go. Oh, gotta highlight my guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Boom. You take your
And then-
your spear and you spin it around as bludgeoning damage. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, here we go.
Knock 'em
Nat
off the
20.
Oh.
Yes!
Beautiful.
So I know we're just doing max damage.
Yeah, yeah.
So on a D4, that's 4 plus mods, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be total plus mods.
Okay, so that's 9.
All right. So the you take the oh my god.
I stab him and then I sprint over and just go hi, pop.
How much was it?
9.
Gotcha. Oop, that's all right. All right, so you jump up, climb up the ladder, appear in front of them, take your spear, spin it around, and clock him right across the face. He gets knocked to the ground and looks up before pulling a small dagger out of his belt. Next up is going to be Voxy.
Oh my god. Okay. I think I'm gonna. So when I hit pink person,
Mhm.
they didn't. It didn't hurt them very badly, or it did. How
They are
doing?
looking they're looking worse for wear, but not bloodied yet.
Okay. And what about red?
Red is dead
Currently.
currently.
Oh, okay. There. Okay, gone. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna throw that. Am I able to throw that hunter's mark one more time?
With your bonus action, you do have to kill the pink one, I believe, in order to move it.
No, it's still on. It's
Yep,
still
it's
on.
still
the pink
active.
one.
Hunter's mark
Awesome.
is like you mark your target
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Yeah.
it stays there.
Okay, but not after just like one.
Right. That's why I was joking about like the Sims green diamond. It's like
Yeah.
It's a little arrow
yeah.
that points you
Okay.
towards them.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot them. I'm gonna shoot at them again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Can
roll to hit.
if I jump up onto this cart, does that give me any more of a like angle advantage at all?
Unfortunately, no. It's going to be the same amount.
Okay.
They're,
Well,
they're
I'm
right
gonna
at the
do
edge of
that
the cliff.
anyways.
Okay, for flavor, you jump up there.
I'm gonna jump up there just for fun and because I'm feeling a little
feel a little,
Feel
a
a
little
little-
goofy. Just your silly goofy self.
Silly goofy self. All right, so roll to hit. What? Oh, she hit a 25. Dirty
Beautiful.
25.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. I got a 10 plus a d6. 2.
Two.
So 12.
All right, they are looking
12 points of damage.
really, really, really rough. This arrow flies into them and gets them right in the neck, and they grab onto it, and they're choking out blood. But you see that they are looking furious at this point. They're holding onto it, barely standing. Next up is Pepper.
Eldritch Blast on pink.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
23.
23 hits, roll damage.
What do you say? You say 6. And that is 11 points of damage.
All right. So you blast them completely up off their feet, and they go flipping over end before landing in a crumpled heap on the ground, and they are no longer in this mortal world. Next up is the green.
Oh, no, that's not the end of my turn.
All right.
I reach up and I go, no, Voxy, and I start reaching in your pockets, and I touch the mirror, and I disappear again.
Vanish into the mirror, getting pulled out of the world.
And I crawl back up on the couch.
You lay on it and sort of shaking slightly, holding onto your side as you were still bleeding again onto the couch. Next up is the green one, who is going to stab at Oliver. So, what we see in this moment is the other man who's standing in front of Oliver takes out this dagger. He flips it around in his hands and thrusts it forward. And Oliver, you glance it away with your spear, and then there's a... As suddenly, we are back to him getting up off the ground, pulling the dagger out of his pocket. He flips it around in his hand, and he thrusts it towards Oliver. Voxy, you're the only one who notices this sort of revamp. And he strikes Oliver, and this is going to be not an easy hit. It's going to hit for a total of 8 points of damage. As stabs right into your rib cage, lifting you up. You see him chuckle to himself.
He picked me up.
All right, next up is Xeris.
It's my turn.
Xeris, if you can please give me another medicine check.
Roger. Good. I got a nat 1.
Nope, you're still unconscious, unfortunately.
You're dead now.
Down backwards. Now I reverse. But
You lose health. No. All right, after that, it's going to be Oliver.
negative health.
So, Oliver, you just got stabbed right in the rib cage.
Okay. 2 questions.
Yeah.
One, how high is the cliff?
About, we'll say a good 15 feet.
Okay. It's a real choice, isn't it? I can throw my spear at him if he lives. That's fine. I'm gonna use the shove action.
All right. Do they have to combat this with something?
Yeah, I mean they probably want to. Actually, you know what? How hurt is he?
He's looking real rough. He's bloodied for sure.
Push him off the cliff.
Well, the cliff is gonna do less damage than I can. Is the thing. I'll push him off the cliff later.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack him first.
Okay, roll to hit.
All right. That is a 21.
That hits. Roll damage.
8.
8. All right. So, Oliver, please narrate your victory.
Nice. No, see, if I had pushed him off the cliff, it wouldn't have killed him. Numbers wise don't hit, so I did the right thing. Okay, so he's gets up, he stabs me, he picks me up.
Yeah.
A little bit with his knife.
Yeah.
And then when I hit the
into your
ground,
face, blood pouring out of his mouth.
I spit the blood on the ground, and then I go, my turn.
You stab him in the gut, lift him up off the ground, and chuck him backwards. And as he falls back, he collapses onto the cart, sending shards of broken wood and dust up into the air. And you stand there before holding your hand up in the air, and your spear appears in your hand, and you put it down in the ground next to you. And
That might be the funniest thing I've ever said.
And with that, we are out of combat. So, having killed these highwaymen, you all stand near the carts that are all about. There is bodies and carnage all over the place. What are we doing?
I'm still on the ground.
Yeah, Xeris is still out. If someone wants to go help him out.
Yep, it's my medicine's not great, but I'll try.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Medicine check.
A 9. Xeris! Tap, 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 tap.
Fortunately, he's still out. We'll say that over the course of the next 10 minutes or so, you are able to get Xeris back up.
Wait, where did
Am
Pepper go?
Am I able to cast Cure Wounds on him?
If you have one more spell slot, but that'll be all your spells for the day. I think you do have one more spell slot, though.
I do have one
Yeah,
more.
so you can cast it.
Okay, perfect.
All
So
right,
I'm casting.
so go ahead and roll
Cure Wounds on him.
2d8. Or sorry, 1d8 plus 1. Nope, 1d8 minus 1, because your modifier is -1.
2.
All right, so he wakes up, air filling his lungs as he looks around, scrambling, and he sees Voxy and Oliver.
I get 2 points of
You're back up, baby.
with 2. Yay!
Hey,
that's-
it's better than 0,
what
bud.
I got.
Yeah.
I made 2
you
hit
left.
points last a long time.
I'm gonna go ahead and second wind myself while I'm thinking about it.
All right.
Cool.
So, Xerus, you look over and you do not see Pepper.
Is Pepper down too?
But where did they go? I said that like.
Where did they go?
Where'd they go?
You can never escape me.
I've got you,
You
Ed
guys
boy.
aren't gonna. You guys aren't gonna believe me when I tell you where Pepper is.
Are they hiding in the bushes of Pepper?
And I just
Is
pull
this
out.
another bit. I'm really not in the mood right now.
No, I just pull out the mirror, and I just. They handed this to me. They were like, I'm gonna disappear for a bit, and then poofed into this.
I poop out of the mirror.
mirror.
That is not what they sound
Pepper
like.
appears in the air in
It's a
front of you.
terrible impression of
I
me.
fully throw the mirror up in the air.
Ah! Dexterity
Catch it.
save
Yes,
to catch
please,
the
dex
mirror.
save, dex save.
Horrible. 11?
I didn't throw it very far.
It lands on the
Okay.
ground with a
Oh,
cracking
is it okay?
sound.
No. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Is it okay?
You open it up and you see a single crack that goes through the mirror.
Oh my god.
Pepper,
Oh
I'm so
no.
sorry.
Oh no.
This was
Oh
a
no,
bit,
I don't
I'm
know what that
sorry.
means. I don't know what that means. I try to go in the mirror.
You are unable to.
One of us has mending, right?
Is it
Can I
me?
do cure
Am I the
wounds?
one who has mending?
Can
Is
I
it
cure
me?
wounds the mirror?
Am I the mending? I don't
Am
think
I the
I'm
one
the
who has
mending.
mending? I do. I cast mending. Can I go in now? Can I go in now?
Hold on one second.
Pepper, this is not what I intended.
Oh, hold on. I think there's actually mechanics for this. Jordan is looking up.
I'm looking it up real fast.
Yeah.
We should get off of this road.
Have we searched the bodies yet?
Why?
Jordan, I
I'm
think I
just
know what the
gonna-
mechanics are for this. If you don't,
I've got
wanna
it.
bother
I've got
looking
it pulled up. I'm just reading through it real quick.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Gulp.
All right. So you hold up your mending and you cast it, and it seems to mend the crack. And you try to go through it, and you appear inside the vessel. Everyone looks over as Pepper vanishes in a swirl of mist. As the mist goes into it.
It's been such a long day. I don't even want to deal with this right now.
I just closed the mirror and I put it back in my pocket.
You have
Inside,
to let them out.
inside the mirror, Pepper, you collapse down onto the rugged floor, and you sort of stop for a second and look around. Everything feels the same. Everything looks the same. And then you hear a voice behind you. As a silhouette appears in the mirror. And the voice goes, I'll give you that one.
Sorry.
Destroy my property again. And there will be consequences, Pepper.
That's understandable. Sorry.
The shadow fades away.
Oh boy. I wrap myself in one of the like blankets that I have, and then I come out. That's it.
You appear in
And
front of
I
everybody.
am wrapped in a blanket
Yeah.
now in the middle of this field. Okay, it's fine.
I'm gonna start searching, like searching the bodies for anything.
Okay, give me an
important
investigation check.
Investigation 12.
Okay. You find on the lead bandit a bag of gold. In total, you find 48 gold pieces. And then with the other, one of the other bandits, you find a small ledger. Inside the ledger, you can see, accounting for all of that 48 gold pieces, multiple stops of people along the road. You also find a small note that has been written and tucked inside the book, used as a marker. And on it, it is a letter that is demanding the bandits collect more gold at the toll stop, and a need for more of it. And the letter is signed.
Is it signed? Yeah.
FVT.
Oh,
I'll show them the FVT because that's the same as the.
Wait, how many of us know about FVT?
We learned it already.
but
We did.
but did all of our characters, or did all of us players?
No,
learn
we
it?
were standing there because we got the guy's
Okay.
information.
Yeah,
that I
you all
knocked him
you all
out,
got it
remember?
at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, he told us, and then I was like, and yeah.
Voxy, give me a history check.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that was a 7, not a 1. Okay, I can't see. 8.
8?
But
I mean, you're technically failing right now, but you do have a object that allows you to succeed.
okay.
Jesus.
Okay, but I am at 8 hit points. Is it? Have I healed at all? Do I do that?
Not yet. You haven't healed.
Okay.
We can rest on the road, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull that coin out. Or no, I'm gonna, in my pocket, flip it.
Okay, you touch it, and there's like... And what was going to happen is not going to happen. And instead, you get to roll with advantage.
Okay. Do I roll 2 more times, or
Roll one more time and take the higher
just
number.
one more time? 9 instead of 8. So didn't really help.
Okay. I mean, you recognize, obviously, FVT. You've seen this before. But just because of your close proximity to your home, something triggers in your head. And you remember they mentioned a baron. The Baron of Glint Harbor's name is Fenric Varos Tyrese.
I tell them that. Guys, you remember all of them? They were wearing the Baron's sigil. That guy's name was what
I
Jordan just
said
said.
it.
It's
Fenric.
Fenric von
Nope.
Trapp.
Nope. Varos.
Varos.
Tyrese.
Fenric Varos.
I really hope someone named Von Trapp.
Fenric Von.
Fenric Von Trapp. FBT.
It is what. It's what Jordan just said.
Tyrese.
Tyrese?
Yeah.
That's so easy. Damn, I can't believe I forgot that. It's that. This is the same. That's the Baron.
Does this mean the guy that we saw this from was also hired by the Baron?
It must.
The one that
Right?
was responsible for the imaginary wolf?
Oh, don't tell me the imaginary wolf is coming from.
Well,
Our
that was
people.
the amulet. That wasn't.
That's true.
But he
I
was
had-
hired by FET.
I don't think
Oliver,
I have
what does
anything
this
to add.
mean?
I don't know that I am really here for this. I don't think I've got anything to add to the conversation, so I'm just gonna start moving carts
Okay,
out of the
sure.
way. Huh? What did you
Um,
say?
FVT. I think FVT is the Baron of Glen Harbor.
Well, that's going to be a problem. I was thinking we should inform the Baron of these highwaymen.
Well, it turns out he knows all about them. He's the one who put them here and told them to ask for a higher toll.
In that case, it's entirely possible that we've just committed a crime.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
This
that.
time we go to jail, but it's for legitimate purposes.
I wouldn't call this a legitimate purpose. I'm just saying that in the eyes of the constabulary, we will not be favored positively if we reveal to anyone that we're the ones that moved these highwaymen out of their living position.
Well, it's a good thing that bandits have been
That's,
running around, like Kira said.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, the bandits! What a terrible tragedy that's happened here.
Mm-hmm.
These poor
Mhm.
brave men.
What if we remove all of the? Because didn't you say they have items on their clothes that has a symbol of the Baron?
Yep, they have a little
Jordan?
patch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if we remove all the patches and then we can disassociate them with the Baron, and then they could just be regular old shitty bandits?
That will work for the common people, but the Baron will know that these are his men.
Can we go undercover with the Baron sigils?
We don't listen. As much
of their clothes. Yeah, disguise ourselves.
as much as I am in favor of the idea of going undercover within a corrupt political system, we have a job to do, and it doesn't involve this. We need to
No,
get off of this
Oliver,
road.
remember you said that last time. You said that Callan and the whole meat thing had nothing to do with it, and remember what actually happened?
It was everything.
It was everything. I think we need to go. I think we need to get in on this Baron. He seems like not a good guy. And we all know what happens when I meet not good guys. They end up being my friend.
I don't
We-
think
And
that we are.
they turn over a new leaf and they reform their ways.
We are in neither a political nor monetary position to be able to do this.
Oliver, we have his money. He's going to want to talk to us some way or shape or form. So we
That's
could
Not a
either
good
lie
thing.
and say that we are returning his money and that gets us in front of him, or we can threaten him and blackmail him. Either way works.
What?
Either way gets us in front of him, and then maybe I slit a Baron's throat.
What? I don't understand this at all. We are monster hunters. Our job is to go and fight a monster.
And
what
the
if-
Baron could be a monster.
The Baron could be
inside.
behind the monsters.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's
He will continue to provide bounties for us to continue killing monsters.
Yeah, but that's not right. You can't be causing crime to give the crime fighters more to do. Then why not just like not have
The same logic as with the little the Dragonborn, like Callan's second-hand man was doing. That's the same logic, right? But that's
I'm
not
just-
a good thing.
I'm just saying that we're supposed to go kill a monster and get paid so that we can eat. We don't need to take down a corrupt political system at this point
We
in
don't
time.
have to take down the corrupt political system. We just have to investigate to see if it's related,
Mm-hmm.
which it very
To
well
the
could be
monster.
related.
to the monster. If nothing else, the Baron should have information on the wagon stuff, and if he's weird and shady about it, we can still figure stuff out.
And they did theorize that there was bandits behind the disappearing people at those wagons. So I know they said it probably wasn't bandits, but still, if any of this is all related to wagons, the disappearances, and these people asking for money, I don't know.
The wagons go all the way to the top.
Wagons all the way down.
I don't understand. We were hired to deal with a monster or a beast of some kind, and we're stopped here on the highway, and our first instinct is to just veer off to a new direction and become fairy tale adventurers that want to take on the bad man.
It's not direction. It's a little detour on the route to our original destination.
I just feel like the original destination is a lot closer than where we're talking about going.
How about this? How about we
Take a vote.
Take a rest, sleep on it, and then we'll decide later. We're clearly all just very weak still.
I am very weak.
Okay.
Is that okay, Oliver?
I'm fine. I'm just saying our priority needs to be defeating the monster that we're going to get paid to defeat. If we don't do it in 5 days, then our rating goes down.
Well, it's only been how long?
It's only been about a day and a half at this point.
We've still got 3.5 days. We'll be all right. We usually get this stuff done under the wire. Like it'll be all right.
Besides, we can always just walk away with this money.
Well, yeah.
I know you're probably not okay with that, Oliver, but I'm just saying.
I don't understand. And then I just get in the cart.
At this point, you've pushed away the other carts, cleared a path, and Fold starts walking forward. Who's driving the cart?
I will.
The least injured.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
Well, technically,
I probably
Xeris is
shouldn't,
not
'cause
the
I'm-
least injured.
Yeah, never mind.
Who's the least
Yeah, I'm gonna
injured?
lay down in the back.
Okay, so, and I assume, Pepper, you're still inside your... Or do you jump back inside your vessel, or do you stay outside of it?
I guess I'll stay outside
Okay.
now that I'm here.
So, Oliver, we'll say that you are leading the charge on the horse. You are walking through the forest, and it's getting thicker at this point. Sun is getting real low. It's casting these bright orange shadows across the trees, and dusk is beginning to set in. You veer off to the side of the road and find a decent, suitable site for a camp out. The first one that you guys have done in a while, actually. You all unload, moving your stuff over to the place where your camp is going to be set up. You set up your sleeping bags, set up the fire. And you got a little bit time to talk after this fight.
I'm gonna start the night off by I'm gonna take the first part of the night to just do the ritual to get my owl familiar again.
Okay. So what does that look like for you as you set up these incenses and herbs and pieces of like stoneware and everything?
I probably have to do it like inside my tent
Okay.
so that this incense doesn't escape.
Okay.
But I will just set the whole thing up, and then there's just a lot of chanting. There's just like there's a whole like hour of just like repeating the same sort of like length of text over and over again,
Mhm.
and just like it's like putting out a call for the spirit to come to me.
Okay.
And then over the course of that time, it latches. It hears the call. It arrives. At the beginning, it appears as sort of like a formless shape, and then I switch to a different chant, and it begins to take the form of an owl. And then there's like a little popping noise as the spell is complete, and the owl.
There is
there
a
in front of me.
sound as a snowy owl appears in front of you flutters and shakes, lets out a small little screech, and hobbles over to you and nuzzles you and starts pecking at your hand slightly. Very gently.
I immediately send it into the pocket dimension.
It vanishes in front of you.
And then I just, anything that's not burnt all the way, I'll just like go ahead and snuff it out and pack it back in my bag, and then go join the fire with everyone else.
All right.
I'm just going to, because Oliver's probably the least damaged of all of us, right?
For sure. Yeah.
I'm like, Oliver, you're keeping watch, and then I'm just gonna pass out.
All right. So you lay down on your bedroll, and you're sitting there. I mean, you're near the fire, so if you wanted to be part of any conversations later on down the line, you could be privy to them.
Okay.
Did you guys want to talk while I'm gone?
Oliver steps out. He steps away to bring his familiar back. Right now it's just Pepper and Voxy.
Since I don't have to pretend like I don't live in a cool mirror most of the time, can I just go back in that now, Voxy, or can I just live in my cool mirror? Can I sleep in my cool mirror?
You're muted.
Yes, totally. But first, I would love to know, what?
My cool mirror.
Yeah, okay, that's great. I've been your roommate for how long? And I didn't know that the little compact thing you keep, that's a whole house. That you can go inside of it. You can...
Why do we have a 2-bedroom?
Why aren't we both living in that? Why do you have that?
Well, I can't bring other people into it. It's just for me.
What? How? Who gave you? How did you? What do you do in there?
I get high. I hang out. I don't know. Whatever you do in your room.
But okay.
All my cool stuff is in there, and I hang out, and I usually sleep in there, and I don't know. You know how I make you knock on the door?
Yeah.
Well, it's because I can hear in there, and then I would pop out, and they'd be like, "Oh, hello! I've been here in my room the whole time." But I'm never there. I'm almost always chilling in the mirror.
But why did you keep it a secret?
Because you're freaking out about it.
Well, because it was a secret. If you'd been like, "Hey, look at this cool thing that I've got," and guess what it does, I wouldn't be freaking out. But you just disappeared in the middle of a fight. Like, what?
Well, yeah, because I was about to die.
Well, yeah, but I could have helped you. I mean,
and you did help me, and I would have died again, and your help would have been for nothing.
Yes, yeah, but it was a very aggressive time to decide to reveal that to me.
I didn't want to. I didn't really want you to find out. I mean, I didn't want you to find out this way, obviously. I just, I got scared, and I thought, well, this is better than, getting messed up pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Where did you even get a mirror like this?
I found it.
You found it.
Are you attempting to lie?
That's true. That is a true statement that I found the mirror.
You did. I will say that there is some omission of truth.
Let's see how far this goes
Okay.
until I lie.
Gotcha.
Until I tell a fib.
Gotcha.
This music.
Got real intense there.
I did. You found it? Where did you find it?
Well, I was at the inn that, where I lived at before. And, sometimes if people left stuff behind and it was cool looking, I would take it. And, one day I was, cleaning up the tables and somebody left it a mirror. And I was like, oh, this is cool. It's mine now. And now the mirror is mine.
And you just knew that you could disappear into the mirror and have a whole other place.
No, I didn't know that. But it's a pretty cool bonus.
I mean,
must
yeah, no, that's
admit.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
That is pretty dope. You just figured it out.
You know,
Okay,
you
that
guys
was
are
a
making
weird-
it really hard to sleep.
Are you not at all
That's great.
concerned?
Eurus, you're so correct. We should just all be quiet and move on from the conversation.
All right, I just think it's kind of, I thought we were friends. I thought
We
you would
are
tell me
friends.
about
We are
this.
friends. It's really complicated, and I feel like if I say it, you're going to freak out. And
Friends
and
don't keep secrets, Pepper.
well, I just.
I don't want to
I
be in a
just-
fight with you right now. I just
I don't want to be in a fight with you either.
I don't want to listen to you two fight.
It's complicated, and I feel like if I say it, you guys are gonna get mad at me, and you're gonna freak out, and there's gonna be a whole thing, and I don't want it to be a whole thing. I just want it to be cool, like it was before, where you guys didn't ask questions, and you just accepted whatever I did in front of you, like it was normal.
That feels kind of toxic, but I get it. Okay, fine. We can talk about it later. We all need to sleep. So, okay.
And
I
then
should
in the dead silence, I walk back in.
Can you guys keep a secret?
Ugh.
Like a really big secret, like a really, really, really big secret, and you can't tell anybody ever? Except for
yeah.
the people within this. Okay. I didn't get my magical powers from I told you guys I just woke up one day and I had magical powers. I didn't wake up one day. I had magical powers. I picked up a mirror and then someone came to me and was like, "Well, you picked up my mirror. Do you want magical powers? I can do things for you and I can make you really powerful." And I said, "That sounds cool. Okay." I know I worked for him.
Right.
Remember who Oliver was talking about earlier?
I walk back in. Oh, Vergalath?
Yeah.
Is that the source of your power?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Who is Vergalath?
Well,
I told this story earlier today. Was no one listening? We had a whole conversation where you wanted to be included.
Yeah, but I don't listen to half the stuff you say, Oliver.
Vergalath is a being of great power
Yeah.
who presented some of that power to the wizard Unaxis Solrin as a means of creating the world as we know it. By defeating the two battling dragons known as the Dueling Serpents, and now our continent stands.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I remember that now.
he's a
So this
he grants wishes. He's a genie, okay? He grants wishes. That's his whole thing.
Ah,
did you get 3?
No,
Or
it
just
doesn't.
the-
It's not
the
like
one?
it's not exactly like you would think of the story. Yeah, it's kind of like he was like he offered me magical powers, and
Yeah.
I took them, and now I, have to pay him back because he gave me magical powers.
With
So
what do you
Wishes?
pay? What do you pay him in?
I just recruit other people, to also work for him.
You recruit.
Yeah, like I go around, like I tell people, and I'm like, hey, like, do you also want something cool in your life? And they say yes, and I say okay, just talk to Vergalath, and then they go talk to Vergalath, and then they start working for Vergalath, and then like you see how it goes. It's like a pyramid.
He's trying to get a following.
Yes, he's trying to expand his outreach.
Oliver, do you know anything else about this person?
no. There was a page missing from the book that I was reading.
Well, that seems suspicious.
Yes.
He's not a bad guy.
Were we ever
I
that?
will be
he-
the judge of that.
Why? What? No, he. Is no one listening to me? He's the reason that the world exists.
Yeah.
That is a
He
positive
can't be a
thing.
bad guy if he's the reason the world exists.
Sure,
So
He
he
but
was
is
providing
God.
them the power. No. he.
If- Oliver, if he was not a bad guy, why would Pepper lie about
Well,
this? That's
ju-
my question.
I don't know. He can come across as kind of scary sometimes, but he's not a bad guy.
I
You know,
also
if someone appears as a giant eyeball, sometimes you start to make assumptions about their personality, and I didn't think that was fair.
There's also the question of it is perhaps slightly reductive to apply mortal methodologies and mortal concepts of morality to an unending, timeless creature.
Exactly, right? So, when he says things that sound threatening and scary, it's like Xerus, You look for the meaning within.
Please
But
do not compare me to Vergalath.
Okay.
I think that
But it was a compliment intended to be.
As long as Pepper considers their deal to be a net gain in their overall life.
Wait. So I have
Okay.
a question. Why was his name in the mayor's office, Pepper?
Pepper wrote it.
Pepper wrote it.
Because I was talking to the mayor and I figured a way to get on his good side was to talk to him and be like, oh, because he's a big egotistical guy, right? And he has big goals. And I was like, well, I can pass along a name to you of a person that you might want to get in contact with. But then it turned out that he had a mirror of himself. He already worked for Vergalath. So then we were like, oh, buddies. And he was like, oh my God, big misunderstanding. I'm going to get all your friends out of jail. And then he died. So it was like a whole,
Wait a minute. Wait. Pepper, you told me that you used the strategy I gave you for discussing with the
Oliver,
mayor.
my strategy worked better in the moment. And I'm sorry for telling a fib to you.
This is the second lie that you've admitted to in the last 5 minutes.
Okay, well, let me also admit to another lie. I also gave Callan the name Vergalath, and now he works for him. He's the one who recruited the mayor, and I guess he's really successful now. And
So, how
Callan,
long before you
he
just
likes
try to
Cal-
recruit us, Pepper?
I wasn't going to try to recruit. If I tried to recruit you guys, I would have tried to do it
Well,
a
how
long
do we
time
know
ago.
you're not lying about that too?
Well, I would have done it a long time ago. If I had. I wouldn't have pitched it to you like this. I would have pitched it to you a long time ago.
But why wouldn't you recruit us? What's wrong with us? Like, are we not good enough for Vergalath or something?
Because I'm scared of what would happen to you guys if I recruited you.
So he is a bad guy.
No, he's not. It's complicated. I don't
Pepper, I think you're
know.
in over your head.
He's really mad at me right now, and I'm not really pulling in my weight. And he maybe said if I don't do, more stuff for him, that he's going to be happy with me. And I think that probably means really bad for me. And it's, it's warranted, right? Because I'm not pulling my weight of the deal, and he gave me a lot. And so, but it's, yeah, and when the mirror broke, he showed up and he was like, you got no one strike. And I was like, oh, and then, so.
You scared me. I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. He's already mad at me.
Can we help?
I'm not trusting anything they say.
Well, I don't know. I need to recruit someone big.
and then he'll maybe get off my back.
This sounds like something we don't need to be involved with.
Well, I tried to not make you guys involved.
But we're your team, Pepper. Like, of course we're involved.
Yeah.
You know, people on a team don't lie to each other.
Well, I was trying to
Another
make
way
you
of
guys
saying that is
safe.
friends don't lie to each other, but I know it's hard for you to admit that we're all friends, Xeris.
I don't know.
No comment.
I don't know. It was nice to have something in my life that wasn't Burglar related.
How long has this been going on?
It's been about a year now.
Oh my. Okay. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I think we should just move forward with the bounty, do the job that we need to do, and then we'll figure out this whole Fergalath mirror guy thing.
I'm just saying that it would be pretty cool if I got to talk to the Baron one-on-one and give a little side pitch. That would probably get Tim off my back.
But if you get the Baron, then the Baron will get everybody in Glint Harbor, and I can't let everyone I grew up with, everyone who raised me, go work for this.
No, I
guy.
mean, I don't know what he'll do with it. I mean, like, maybe he'll just, I don't know.
I can't in good conscience let that happen. Xeris, Oliver, what do you think?
Again, I don't think we should trust anything they say. Sorry. I'm out. I'll finish the mission. That's what we're here to do.
There is a great deal more information than I am able to handle at this exact moment. I will spend some time mulling it over. Perhaps Xeris' earlier idea of getting some rest before making any large decisions is a prudent one.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm just going to roll over without saying anything else and go to sleep. Or try to go to sleep.
Okay.
Pepper, is that okay?
Yeah.
I also roll over, go to sleep.
I go in my mirror.
You vanish from the spot. The mirror sort of spins for a second before slowly stopping.
I'm going to call the owl and give it the instruction to just go to the highest point in the center of the camp and slowly continuously turn in a circle.
Okay.
And then I'll use my... How long can I do this for? And then I'm just going to go into the senses of the owl.
Okay. Just sort of
so
keep
that I
watch.
can have advantage on my perception checks.
Okay.
for
When you're
sight
doing
and hearing.
that, don't you lose all senses of where you are currently, but you can now only see through the owl?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So-
let's see.
Your vision
you can
goes
see through
black.
your familiar eyes
Yeah.
and hear what it hears. I can only do that for like 6 seconds. Never mind. I'm just going to tell the owl to keep watch, and
Okay.
then I will also keep watch.
Sure. The owl silently flying overhead. You sit down and you lean up against a tall pine tree and you look out and you look down at the mirror and then at your two sleeping companions and then back out into the darkness. Pepper. Inside the vessel, you appear and you look over and the first thing that you see is the bloody couch. You limp over and you sit down on a large cushion that's on the ground. And you hear a voice that goes, Pepper, what's wrong?
Virgola. I know I'm disappointing you. And the worst part is, I am trying my best. And I know that I've thought, I've had an idea of a person to get in contact with that I think would be a really good get, but I don't know quite how to do it. And it's complicated when the rest of the group is like, I don't know.
Tell me your plan, Pepper.
You know the Baron of Glunt Harbor?
Yes, I'm familiar.
Oh no, he's not already with you, is he? I mean, great if he is. Don't get me wrong, great if he is. But it, like, I was, you know.
Callan got
like,
him.
awkward situation where I tried to get the mayor before, and then I was like, oh, so Callan already got you, I have to back off now.
Callan got him 4 weeks ago.
Oh, Callan's really good, isn't he?
Perhaps there are other ways that you could be of service to me, Pepper.
Like what?
I noticed something during your fight earlier. You lack the third eye that I have, and are unable to see such moments, but your friend did something.
Which one?
The white-haired one.
Oh, Voxy.
Sure. She possesses something. Something that I really, really want.
Do you know what it is?
I believe it to be a object of immense power. I don't know if she knows how powerful it is. Pepper,
Oh.
I want you to get it for me. By any means
Okay.
necessary. You do this for me, and you will ensure your place at my side.
Okay. Will I know it when I see it?
Yes, it's a small coin that she carries in her pocket. And what will you do if she doesn't hand it over willingly?
Take it by any means necessary.
Correct.
Okay.
I know you're doing your best. Now prove it. And the eye vanishes from the wall.
How long has it been since I've been in here versus how it's been out there?
It's only been. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to like?
I'm just trying to gauge time-wise where we're at.
Okay. It's been like an hour.
Okay. I am going to pop out.
All right.
Oliver?
Hello.
Are you doing watch all night? That seems silly.
It wasn't really talked about.
Oh. Do you want me to take over in a little bit?
Maybe. You know you did almost die. We've still got a little bit of time traveling tomorrow. I can sleep on the road if I need to.
Well, I don't mind. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep much tonight.
Maybe, in a bit. I can keep you company for a while.
I don't think so. Oliver, I wasn't lying when I said that I thought of you all as friends. I really do.
I didn't know that that was a question.
I just wanted to say so.
You are also my friends. You're all infuriating, but you're the only 3 friends that I have, so I don't really have much choice.
I hug you. Oh, I hug you so tight.
Oh, Oliver. This is the first time you've ever said we're friends.
Is it?
Yes. You
Oh.
always say we're the party or, we're compatriots or something like that. You never say friends.
I thought it was implicit. The number one rule of having companions who fight sword by sword and shields and back to back is that they must be as siblings. There was a very famous general who his army was made entirely of married couples, with the intent being that one would fight harder to defend their loved ones.
Oliver, I don't want to marry you. I love you so much. I don't want to marry you.
No, that wasn't. No, Pepper. That's not what. I'm just saying it's a very interesting concept, and it furthers my point that companionship is important when one fights side by side.
You are right.
By trade, we will be fighting side by side until we are not anymore. So, as long as we are the breakfast company, you are my friend.
As long as we are the bride.
Will you let go of me, please?
Oh gosh, sorry. I don't know. You were just so big that I felt I had to compensate with strength.
Yes, I am exceedingly strong.
All right. I'm going to go back in the mirror. You just tap on it when you're ready to go to bed, okay?
Oh, okay.
I will hear you.
Very well.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, go back in the mirror.
Vanishes in a wisp of smoke.
I'm gonna watch until, halfway through the night, and then I'm just gonna put my face down next to the mirror and say,
Pepper, I really hope I'm not waking you up. If you can hear me.
Oh my god! Oh, I can hear wow, he doesn't have to talk so close. It's like so loud.
It's like all the worst
like,
parts of the mouth sounds too. It's like right next to it.
It's like if you had an ASMR video blasting through Bluetooth speakers at full volume. It's like awful. Oh, and I pop out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just talking normal or just tap.
Okay. I was just going to tell you that I'm going to have my owl complete the watch. So you are welcome to stay awake if you want, but there's no need to waste any of your senses.
I'll stay up for a bit just to keep the owl company.
Okay.
and then I will tell the owl to like wake me up if anything off happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The first sign of danger. I'm not gonna say the first sign of danger. I'm gonna say if anything that is not supposed to happen happens.
Okay. So the owl's slowly circling above, completely silent. Oliver lies down on his bedroll and in full armor and goes to sleep.
I don't have a helmet. We don't have helmets in D&D.
No one uses helmets. That's one of the only rules in D&D.
I'm gonna wait for a good while.
Yeah.
Make sure Oliver's out.
The owl can just like wake me up with its brain.
Wake me up inside. I can't wake up.
I do not know that. Pepper is going to try to stealth over to Voxy.
Give me a stealth check.
Natural 20.
As quiet as the owl circling above, you slowly get up and walk over towards Voxy's sleeping body.
Can I have the owl do a perception check?
Does this seem off or a miss?
Not yet, I guess. I'm just saying, like, to see if it notices.
Sure.
Okay.
My full stealth would have been a 24.
Gotcha.
The owl's perception is +3. Nope.
Doesn't catch its attention.
Nope.
I would like to, as stealthily and quietly and unobtrusively as possible, pat through Voxy's pockets.
Okay. Voxy, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, 13.
Okay. Pepper, give me an investigation check.
$15.
Okay. You don't even have to touch her. You can see the shape of a coin in her hip pocket.
Grab it.
With the previous stealth roll, you reach in and you slowly work the coin out. As it touches your hand, there is a sound, this that fills your head, and you feel this white energy go through your arm, and then it's over.
I go back inside the mirror.
And Voxy, Voxy's the only one that knows about the coin.
Correct.
As far as she knows, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do, Pepper?
Nope, I just go back inside the mirror.
Okay. You sit there quietly for a moment. Vergalath does not appear to you.
Okay, you're probably busy right now, but just so you know, I did get the coin. I guess I will just keep it in here until you tell me otherwise. Good talk. I hope you're having a good day. I never know how to end these things. I'm sure you just want me to stop. Okay, I'm dead. I'm sorry.
And I will go crawl up on the not bloody part of the couch.
Curl up onto the couch. You don't hear anything from Vergalath. But you look at the coin. And as you do, you see a shiny metal silvered side. Turning it over, there is a jagged metal, torn asunder, scratch marks all over it, tinted a vaguely brownish red. And as you rub your finger across it, there's a sharp tsk, and you look back and you feel your thumb as a small little pinprick of blood appears. And when the blood lands on the coin, it disappears inside of it.
Oh, I don't like that.
And you turn back over and you lay down, putting the coin on the table near the couch, and you attempt to sleep.
Yep.
The sun rises on a misty forest. Your owl familiar has been flying silently in circles around the camp all night. Nothing seems to have gone wrong, nothing to catch their eye. As the sun slowly rises, the sky is awash with blues and slight pinks. It's a bit cloudier today. Oliver, you're the first one to wake up. You get up, you stretch, twist your body, your armor creaks slightly. You look up at the owl, you look at the two sleeping people next to you, and you see the compact mirror back where it was.
Okay. Make the owl go away.
Disappears in a poof of feathers and dust, and you are now left to your own devices.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna go like what I think is a safe distance to where nobody is gonna be disturbed, and I'm just gonna start like doing some morning stretches.
Sure, yeah.
Limber up for
You
the
do
day.
so, stretching, twisting, doing some martial combat stances.
Yeah.
The next person to wake up is Voxy.
Stretch awake.
You look over and you can see in the distance through the mist the figure of Oliver. As you see him, he's like, yeah, 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 yeah.
I think I immediately feel a loss, a lightness, an empty pocket.
Not only that, typically an 8-hour rest would restore you fully back up to your HP, your max HP.
Mhm.
You feel more tired than you have in a while. Effectively, 2 hit points have not returned to your total.
Okay. Oh yeah, all of that.
What was 28 is now 26.
Okay.
You feel where the coin was and you don't find it. You look over at Oliver, who's still practicing. He seems to be facing away from you. You frantically go from pocket to pocket searching, and you don't feel it.
I'm gonna look at Xerus. Is Xerus awake?
He is stirring. It looks like he's starting to get awake.
I'm gonna start looking around in the dirt, in the grass, like whatever, everywhere around.
Sure, yeah.
Frantically searching for it.
Xerus, you see Voxy in a mad state, frantically pushing and sliding the dirt around, trying to find something small.
What's wrong?
I lost something. I can't find it. It was in my pocket and now it's not here.
Can I just do it like an investigation check for her? Even though I know I guess I'm not gonna find anything.
Give
Just kinda
me
help.
a survival check.
Survival check.
Oliver gets it.
9.
You don't see anything.
Xeris doesn't.
I'm sure you'll find it.
You didn't find any something like money looking on the.
I mean, I found that bag of gold, but you know about that.
And there was no silver in that money.
No.
Oh.
Let's just get ready to go. I'm sure it'll turn up. I'm just gonna like start packing.
Yeah, but okay, but you're sure you don't? Will you show? You just show me that you're sure you didn't find anything. You don't have anything.
I mean, I have the things that I have normally. I don't know. Are you accusing me of something?
Can I do a perception or investigation check? I want to know if I believe him.
So this would be a
God,
this
is gonna get bad.
It would be an insight check. Pepper,
if you accuse me after.
Pepper, you have been awake for the past hour. You were hearing all of this go down outside. Oliver, you hear voices getting raised back at camp.
I worked very hard to remain as quiet as possible while you were sleeping. And when I am doing my morning forms, I am distracted.
Insight check is 6. So
okay, you can't get a read on Cirrus, unfortunately.
You didn't find it. You didn't like find any.
No.
What's
I know
going
you.
on?
I didn't.
I lost something, and it's really, 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 really important to me, and I can't have lost it. I don't know if Xeris
And
has
you're
it, or maybe
saying
you
that
have
I
it.
stole it from you.
I don't
Is that
know.
what you're
Where
saying?
else would it be? Where else would it be?
Let me help you look for it.
Suddenly appearing next to you in a cloud of dust, Pepper appears.
Still freaks me out when you do that.
Sorry.
Pepper, have you seen something of? Did you find anything weird or
A
unusual?
silver coin.
You hold it up.
Why do you have that? How did you?
Here you go. Hand it back to you.
Oh. Why do you have this? Did you take this from me?
Yeah. But I only took it because it seemed really dangerous. And
Is that another lie?
Vergalath told me it
Vergalath told you?
Yes, and look, I don't know, you have a really big, scary, magical item, and I'm trying not to get murdered over here.
This is what saved you. You don't even understand. I saved you with this. You died earlier, and I saved you because of this.
What?
Oh.
I don't know exactly how it works, but I can fix my failures with this. And earlier during the combat, I messed up, and Pepper, you got really hurt.
That didn't happen.
I know, because I flipped the coin and it went back and changed time, and then it hadn't happened anymore. It fixed it, and Pepper, you were okay. And I don't know how, but it's like it went back in time and it undid what I did wrong. You're alive because of this.
Foxy, I know I'm not one to talk about dark magic, but that is dark magic.
How would you know? You don't even... It saved you. How can dark magic save somebody? And besides, I got this from a pretty reliable source, I think.
If you were actually concerned about Voxy, you would have mentioned it instead of stealing it.
Yeah.
But yet again, you've lied.
I
to all
didn't
of us.
lie! I told you. I could have acted like I didn't know what happened to it. I could have not shown you it.
I really appreciate you bringing it back. But it makes me really, really uncomfortable that you took it to begin with while I was sleeping. How do any of us trust you from now on?
We don't. That's how.
I care about you guys a lot.
Yeah, clearly.
You
I'm
are
just gonna-
not the people. You are not the person who was there for me when I had no one else. Okay? I was a fucking nobody. I didn't have anything going for me. And it's not just about okay, he's like my family, okay? I don't know who my dad is. I sometimes wonder if he's my dad, and I just I know it's not okay. All right, I'm not trying to act like this is a good thing. Look, I'll finish out this mission with you and then I'll leave.
I think that's for the best.
I don't... Oliver, you've been really quiet. What do you think?
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, Oliver, there is.
I think that first and foremost, I would like to remind everyone that if any one of us had been on our own on the road back there, we would be dead. It is only because all four of us were there and working together that any of us are alive. I would like us to continue doing our best to keep each other alive, at the very least, until this is over.
You mean this bounty?
This
Or this
bounty.
team?
And when the bounty is done, my recommendation is we should find a couples counselor. Or perhaps two of them, since there are four of us. I think that if we
Inspiration,
All right, I'm-
inspiration for that one, Oliver. Beautiful.
I think that wondering now whether or not we can trust each other is going to get us killed. And so we need, for our own personal selfish interest, to continue to trust one another until this bounty is done, and then we can revisit whether we want to remain friends after that.
Forget friends. How can we be on a team together after this?
That's what I meant.
Oh.
You see, there's a general who has a very interesting. Never mind.
Oh my god.
Let's
It
just
was
get this.
it was the most interesting antidote he's ever dropped. Okay? So if he brings that one up again, you might actually want to listen.
All right.
Let's just get this job done. I can't handle this.
I think I start getting up and brushing myself off and I put the coin in like a pocket that is very close.
Foxy, I don't know if that's gonna work anymore.
What do you mean?
Look at it.
I look at the coin.
There's a bloody thumbprint on one side.
What did you do?
It just pricked my thumb. I don't know.
Is this considered a failure where I could try using it?
Unfortunately, no.
Did it happen too long ago? I don't know these things. Ignore me.
Magic coins, I don't understand.
DM has to tell us. This is your blood?
Great, so one more thing. All right, let's just get going.
I angrily put it in my pocket and start walking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow with my stuff and just start packing up the wagon.
Oliver, you are left next to Pepper.
Did you actually want to keep watch last night?
No, Oliver, I didn't want it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Come on, we gotta... I don't even remember what the monster is anymore. Do we know?
No.
All right. Let's continue planning our strategy.
Okay.
The good news is there will be plenty of trees.
You all
I'm
gather
so
up.
worried, Oliver.
You gather up your
Oh,
things.
Oliver, this whole time I was like, fuck, what if there aren't trees? What will we do? Thank God.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone, thank you all so much for joining me. My name has been Jordan Tries, and this has been the Fellguard. We stream this every single Wednesday starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then the following Monday is a rerun. So catch us next Monday if you'd like to see this episode again, this trying episode where so many secrets were revealed. We also have a variety stream that's going to be happening on Friday, this coming Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to see it, it is a trivia show known as Who's Smart? It's a very fun time hosted by Alex Meets Everyone, and you're going to enjoy it. I promise it, or your money back. All right. Any final words that we'd like to impart upon our audience?
Tree-based strategy is stronger than you think it is.
Sorry.
Xeris is just right. That's all I have to say.
I'm not gonna let this next owl get eaten. I'm not. I'm not.
I'm so proud of you.
Oof is all I have to say. Oof.
I apologize.
No
you
hard
know,
feelings.
I'm
So
not,
much
you know,
anger.
Pepper just does what they want. Who am I to stop them?
Yes. Yes.
It's all the character.
All right.
applaud it.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Have yourself a absolutely wonderful evening. Bye-bye.